She's being escorted tonight by her father, Mr. Corey Cole. Avery is the captain of the MHS freshman cheer team. She also does competitive cheerleading at Cheer Force, Arkansas. Avery is also actively involved in her church's youth group. Freshman maid, Avery Cole. Our next freshman maid is Miss Alyssa Lee. Alyssa is the daughter of Miss Myron Lee and Miss Lisa Scarborough. She is being escorted tonight by both her father, Myron Lee, and stepfather, Mr. Tim Scarborough. Alyssa is a member of the Maumelle freshman cheer team and the Maumelle track and field team. She also participates on an AU track team. Last year, Alyssa was a member of the 4x1 relay team that broke Maumelle Middle School's team record. After high school, Alyssa plans to go to college to study business, and she also aspires to run track at the college level. Freshman maid, Miss Alyssa Lee. Our last freshman maid is Miss Tori Reese. Tori is the daughter of Miss Ashton Johnson and Miss Jennifer Steeling. She is being escorted tonight by her father, Mr. Ashton Johnson. Tori is in the Avid College and Career Readiness Program here at MHS. After high school, Tori plans to attend college at Stanford University with aspirations of becoming an anesthesiologist. Freshman maid, Tori Reese. Next up are sophomore maids. First up is sophomore Miss Rihanna Chapman. Rihanna is the daughter of Miss Ashley Thomas. Rihanna is being escorted tonight by our godfather, Mr. Brandon Cooksey. Rihanna is a member of the Maumelle High School Student Council as a 10th grade class representative. Rihanna is on the varsity cheer team and she participates in track and field. Rihanna is also an All-A honor roll student and has maintained a 4.0 GPA throughout her middle and high school years. After high school, Rihanna plans to begin taking classes to get a real estate license at 17 years old. Additionally, she plans to attend college at an HBCU, with Howard University being her first option. Rihanna plans to study health sciences. After college, Rihanna plans to become a radiologist while continuing her involvement in real estate. Sophomore maid, Rihanna Chapman. Our next sophomore maid is Miss Jalen Rudd. Jalen is the daughter of Mr. Donald Rudd and Miss Kayla Rudd. She has been escorted tonight by her father, Mr. Donald Rudd. Jaden is a varsity cheerleader here at Maumelle High. She is also a 10th grade representative on the student council. Jaden attends church at Grays Memorial Baptist Church, where she is a part of the youth group. After high school, Jaden plans to attend college at the University of Arkansas at Fayetteville and major in pre-med. Jaden wants to eventually become an anesthesiologist. Sophomore maid, Jaden Rudd. Our last sophomore maid is Miss Lazaria Stormy Sanders. Stormy is the daughter of Miss Ronche Scott and Mr. Chris Scott. She is being escorted tonight by her father, Mr. Chris Scott. Stormy is a member of the track and field team and is a member of the MHS varsity cheer team. Additionally, Stormy is in the Ambassadors Club. After high school, Stormy plans to attend college at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, where she plans to major in criminal justice. Stormy also wants to continue running track while in college. Her aspirations include earning a full ride scholarship in track. Sophomore maid, Stormy Sanders. Next up are junior maids. First up is junior maid, Miss Cameron Ford. Cameron is the daughter of Miss Shannon Middleton. She has been escorted tonight by her uncle, Mr. Anwan Middleton. Cameron is the co-captain of the MHS Dazzling Dance Team. She is in the Avid College and Career Readiness Program, a member of the Cosmetology Club, and a member of the National Honor Society. Cameron recently represented the Maumelle High School student body at the PCSSD Board of Education September meeting. After high school, Cameron plans to attend college out of state and major in hospitality and tourism. Junior maid Cameron Ford. Our next junior maid is Miss Gianna Scott. Gianna is the daughter of Miss Dina Gooden and Mr. Horatio Scott. She's being escorted tonight by her father, Mr. Horatio Scott. Gianna is a member of the dazzling Hornets dance team. She is also a member of the yearbook staff, bus squad, and a student ambassador here at Maumelle High. Outside of school, Gianna enjoys dancing and listening to music. After high school, Gianna plans to going to the University of Central Arkansas in Conway and getting her degree in radiology technology. After college, she plans on moving to Arlington, Texas, and begin her career there. Junior maid Gianna Scott. Our last junior maid is Miss Kaylin Zabala. Kaylin is the daughter of Ronaldo Zabala. She has been escorted tonight by her brother, Jacob Zabala. Kaylin is a member of the Maumelle girls wrestling team and also plays on the girls varsity soccer team. Kaylin is a member of DECA and FCCLA. Outside of school, Kaylin likes to hang out with her friends Trey, Kirsten, and her sister Savannah. Kaylin is a member of the Community Fellowship Church in Maumelle. And after high school, Kaylin would like to attend the University of Massachusetts or the University of Arkansas at Little Rock. Kaylin plans to pursue her dream of becoming a travel nurse. Junior maid, Kaylin Zabala. And now we'd like to present to you our senior maids. First up is senior Miss Peyton Allen. Peyton is the daughter of Miss Orlando Allen and Miss Sherry Campbell. Peyton is being escorted tonight by her father, Mr. Orlando Allen. Peyton is a member of the Maumelle Varsity cheer team, where she received honors as an All-American cheerleader. Her hobbies include hosting her YouTube channel, running a clothing line. Her plans after high school are going to college and studying sports, marketing management, and business administration. She aspires to be able to work with NBA teams with sports marketing. Senior maid Peyton Allen. Our next senior maid is Miss Chloe Rain Baker. Chloe is the daughter of Miss Christy Baker and Miss Stephen Baker. Chloe is being escorted tonight by her godmother, Miss Quinetta O'Donnell, and her sister, Callie Clark. After high school, Chloe is planning on attending the University of Arkansas at Fayetteville and plans to major in business and marketing management. Chloe enjoys hanging out with her friends and spending time with her siblings. Senior maid, Chloe Rain Baker. Next up is senior maid, Miss Victoria Thompson Kane. Victoria is the daughter of Mr. Brody Kane and Miss Kaylin Walter. She is being escorted tonight by her father, Mr. Brody Kane. Victoria is an active member of the DECA and Art Club. She is a member of the Maumelle Varsity cheer team, where she received honors as an All-American cheerleader. Victoria is an active member in the Hope Movement Coalition, a nonprofit organization created to lift up and offer support to families that have experienced the loss of their child or loved one to substance abuse disorder or fentanyl poisoning in honor of her late mother, Miss Kaylin Thompson Walter. After high school, Victoria is planning to attend UCA in Conway with a double major in psychology and nursing. Her longtime goal is to be a psychiatric travel nurse practitioner. Senior maid, Victoria Thompson Kane. Next up, senior maid, Miss Gracie Clenny. Gracie is the daughter of Miss Casey Stevens and Mr. Kevin Stevens. Gracie is being escorted this evening by her father, Mr. Kevin Stevens. Gracie stays involved in school activities as a sports photographer on the yearbook staff. Outside of school, Gracie stays busy with work at Apex Nutrition, as well as Wright Plastic Surgery. After high school, Gracie plans to attend UCA in Conway or Pulaski Tech. She has plans to go into nursing school and becoming an injection nurse. Senior maid, Gracie Clinny. Our next senior maid, Miss Brianna Johnson. Brianna is the daughter of Miss Robin Knight. Brianna is being escorted tonight by our bonus dad, Mr. Terrence Neal. Brianna likes to spend time with her family and make memories with them. When she graduates high school, Brianna plans to go into active duty in the Air Force. Senior maid, Brianna Johnson. Our last senior maid is Miss Deja Marie Western. Deja is the daughter of Miss Damian Dobbins and Miss Rashina Dobbins. She is being escorted tonight by her stepfather, Mr. Damon Dobbins. Deja is a member of the Dazzling Dancers team and DECA. Deja is also a member of the art club, bus squad, and yearbook staff. After high school, Deja plans to attend the University of Arkansas, Central Arkansas in Conway. She plans to study biology forensics with aspirations of becoming a forensics biologist. Senior maid, Deja Western. Please join me in giving a round of applause for the 2023 Maumelle High School Homecoming Course. At this time, we'd like to recognize our 2022 Homecoming Queen, Miss Jordan Bush. Let's welcome Jordan back. She is being accompanied by our principal, Dr. Nick Farr. Jordan attends college at Grambling State University, where she is majoring in the field of nursing. Jordan will be assisting with the presentation of this year's runner-up and homecoming queen. Without further ado, we would like to announce our runners-up for this year. For the first time in school history, we have a dead tie in the number of votes for a runner-up. Therefore, this year, we will recognize two runners-up. Our 2023 Homecoming Queen runners-up are Miss Deja Western and Miss Brianna Johnson. Let's give a round of applause for these two young ladies. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Your 2023 Maumelle High School Homecoming Queen is Miss Chloe Rain Baker. Congratulations, Chloe. Would everyone please join me in a round of applause for our 2023 Homecoming Queen, Miss Chloe Rain Baker. One more round of applause for your 2023 Maumelle High School Homecoming Queen, Miss Chloe Rain Baker. We'd like to thank you all for being a part of our 2023 Homecoming ceremony.
All right, welcome Hornet fans as we are back here at the friendly confines of Hornet Stadium, ready for homecoming night between your Maumelle Hornets and the Morrilton Devil Dogs. Joining me tonight, as always, is my broadcaster, Tyler Chenault. Tyler, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing good. You said you're back home. It's nice to be back in the best press box in the 5A for sure.
Yeah, I was down there talking with Coach Maupin in pregame, and he said, it's really weird. He said this is only the second time we've been, I guess, or the second or third time we've been here. And, it's the third time. But he said it's already hoodie season, and we're here finally playing home football games. And so, but the good thing is you get to finish with 3 or 4 right here at home, and we'll start it tonight in what is a very important game for this Hornet football team. This is huge in terms of if you're going to make the jump and get to that 4 seed. We'll talk about a little bit of what's going on across 5A as we get through the broadcast here. But, obviously a big opportunity for the Hornets tonight. You look across the field at this Morrilton team. They got a huge win against Whitehall last week. And there's basically going to be 3 teams that are going to fight for that final that final seed in the 5A Central. And we get one of them tonight in the game that we really, really got to take care of business in.
Yeah, this is a pivotal one. And really, looking at records, it really doesn't look like it. Morrilton just has the 1 conference loss, and then we've just got the 1 win at this point. But you got to look at who we've played, right? We played a top-heavy schedule. Morrilton played mostly a bottom-heavy schedule, right? They just played Whitehall last week, which was a win that was surprising to us, but, a good win by them. But the only other team they've lost to is Robinson. They've played all the other teams that are at the bottom. So it's really who we've played already, and then it's time to see really what we're made of against a team that we figure is right there at our level. Yeah,
you look at this squad as they come in. They beat BB 7-6 a couple of weeks ago, took care of Watson Chapel 44-13, and to your point, a surprising win over Whitehall last week. And then they finished their season with 3 straight huge games. They're at here, obviously, against Maumelle. Next week they get Pine Bluff at home, and then they get Mills at Mills to finish the season off on October 27th. So it's a stretch of 3 games that, from their perspective, obviously they feel like they have to win as well to have any chance to make the playoffs. When you look at the standings right now, Robinson leading the way at 4-0, 5-1. Mills 4-1 in conference, 6-1. They've got a bye tonight. We'll get into that situation here in just a minute. Pine Bluff also 4-1, 5-2 overall. They play Whitehall tonight. And then Morrilton at 4-1 in conference, 5-2. But then you got Whitehall at 2-2, and of course we're at 1-3 with BB 1-4, Valonia 0-4, and Watson Chapel 0-4. But I think you can draw a line from under 6, 7, 8, and 9. Probably don't have any chance really of making the playoffs unless something they go recruit somebody for the final few weeks of the season to change things up there with Valonia and Watson Chapel. And the good thing is for us is we get those teams to finish the season. We get Watson Chapel, BB, and Valonia to close the year out, and we get 2 of them right here at Hornet Stadium. So those are huge games. That makes this game the most important. You don't ever want to look out and go, okay, we're going to win the final 3. But when you look at the schedule, the way it lays out on paper, this is the toughest test of the final 4 games of the season.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. You expect those last 3 that you've got a pretty good chance to win them. Knock on wood, don't want to, really look ahead, but you expect those 3 you can put in the win column just based off what you've seen so far this year. But this is the one. This is the pivotal match that can really help to determine one of those seeds with kind of what's happened with those other top teams, right? They've beat each other. We beat Mills, right? People are falling, and there's not as many. People have lost to people they weren't supposed to. So you've got a chance to sneak in there with that 4th seed, but you've got to get the W tonight.
Yeah, I think the key tonight's going to be get after them quick. Talking to Coach Maupin down there, we've had quick starts at home. We've done a good job of that here. I think it's imperative tonight that you do that. You get started quickly, really punch this young Morrilton team in the mouth early on, make them feel your physicality. They're not a huge threat to throw the ball, but we've had teams like that where we've really loaded up to stop the run, and somehow they figure out how to throw a couple over top of us, so we've got to be able to control that as well tonight.
Yeah, and they are a young team, but the one place they're not young is in the trenches, right? And we know that's where it starts. It starts on the offensive and defensive line, and that's where they have most of their experience, at least looking at age, with their seniors. But their skill players, starting quarterback's a sophomore, which we know how that goes. Yeah. But we've done pretty well with the sophomore quarterback. He's played older than he is, but then their backup's a freshman. One of their starting receivers is a freshman. They got a starting receiver that's a sophomore, so they're really young on the edges out there at skill positions, and that's where we actually have a lot of our experiences at the skill position. So if we can lock those down, it could be a pretty good game defensively.
So we got our captains out on the field. That's Elijah Newell, Karsten Hilliard, Jason Barham, and Doug Bjork are your captains for the Hornets tonight as the rest of the team makes their way out of the end zone here to our left. And did we win the toss and defer? Yes. Okay, so we won the toss. We deferred to the second half. That's what I get for looking down. I do it every single time. But so the Hornets will be kicking to get things started. Morrilton will be out on offense. And I think from the head coach's perspective, this is exactly what you want. You want to be able to come out and really set the tone defensively to get things started here.
Yeah, see if you can't maybe rattle that young quarterback and those young receivers. But as we know, right, we've got a sophomore quarterback, so they can't always be rattled. But so you got to just make sure you stick to your game plan and do what you're supposed to do and take care of business. Yeah,
the one question that I'd look at with this, obviously the youth is an issue, but more than anything, when you look at this Morrilton team, size-wise, their quarterback is 5'10", 135 pounds. That could be a problem with this defensive line for Maumelle coming after him. They've got to be ready to tee off. Obviously, you would assume maybe he's got a little bit of speed back there and can move around, so that'll be big. Some new looks as you look down at the Hornets tonight, wearing the white pants with the red tops. As they've been they got Hornets down each leg, so pretty sharp-looking pants. And I was told, at least, and I'm assuming I can take it as fact, but I was told that next week when we head down to Watson Chapel that they're going to be decked out in the all whites, white pants and white shirts. I don't think we got white lids, but if we did, they'll have those as well. But I think they've been waiting most of the year for these white pants to come in, and they finally did. And the guys were excited to throw them on. So we shall see if they're the winning formula with those white pants down there, as Coach Maupin has a conversation with Andrew, and they get everybody set up and stretched up for the final couple of minutes. That'll give me a minute to talk about our sponsors. Let me jump over here. So our touchdown sponsor, American Pie Pizza, 9709 Maumelle Boulevard. Give them a call at 501-758-8800 or visit them online at ampiepizza.com and score a touchdown with a Hog Wild Pizza tonight. Our first down sponsor, Acre Family Pharmacy, 1900 Club Manor Drive, Suite 101. You can call them at 274-1130 or visit online at acrepharmacy.com. Be a part of the family at Acre Family Pharmacy. Our penalty flag sponsor, PI Roofing, 6109 Remount Road, North Little Rock, Arkansas. Give them a call at 707-3548 or visit them online at piroofing.com. Don't get penalized on your next roof repair. Choose local. Call PI Roofing today. Kickoff and halftime sponsor, Akel's Carpet One Floor and Home. 3 convenient Little Rock locations. Call 214-0635 or visit them online at akelscarpet1.com. Kick off your next home improvement project by calling the experts at Akel's Carpet One Floor and Home. So the Hornets make their way out onto the field, and as you can tell again tonight, we've got the drone camera, Corey Williams, our pilot, running things down there. Kristen Henson down there as on our field cam. Christian Webb on our hard cam up top. And, of course, the great Kayla Fletcher is on our production tonight. And, again, Tyler Chenault joining me, Steve Henson, here on the call. Once again here from Hornet Stadium in a big 5A Central matchup. So we're just about ready for kickoff. Obviously, a big one here. You look across the rest of the state and what's going on with other teams in the 5A Central. Of course, this one is a huge one. And then we look over Pine Bluff, shorthanded, travels to Whitehall tonight in a big-time ball game. Obviously, Pine Bluff, the disappointing loss to the Mills Comets last week, double overtime field goal by Guyton for the Mills Comets. But the story of that one was what happened in the postgame, the melee, the things that you don't want to see after any sporting event, but definitely not after a high school football game, has resulted in the suspensions of 35 total athletes, 23 from Pine Bluff. They're missing Landon Holcomb and one other starter tonight. And then the Mills Comets, who are on a bye this week, will be without 12 players next week. And there's some big names in that list that I'm not going to get into yet as it's not been shared publicly. But going to be a tough road to hoe for the Mills Comets next week. But we're ready for football tonight in our Akel's kickoff as Forrest ready to kick it, gets a foot into it, and it is a little looper that's going to be picked up around the 34, met at the 39, and going to be drugged down as he falls forward to the 41-yard line. Good field position to start this one for the Devil Dogs.
Yes, Stephen, and I figure you might see some of those, especially after what you said. Coach Maupin said 25 is kind of Marlton's big guy. Destin Tate, he's their running back. He's also back deep. And they also got Champ McNabb, number 0, a freshman, the head coach's son back there, and he's a pretty good athlete too. So they got 2 of their better ones back. See if they might just kick them short and keep it out of those playmakers' hands as much as they can.
Tate's a guy that ran for 149 in last year's game against the Hornets, so scored a touchdown. So he had a big one. All right, so here we go. As Morrilton out there on offense to get things started. They'll fake it. They want to throw. A lot of contact on the throw, and no penalty flags. There's a little hand fighting. That one oversells the wide receiver, and it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, that's the freshman McNabb that they're trying to get in there early. You got Warsham on him. He's trying to kind of locking him down right there. Didn't give me where to go. Didn't even let him get a good release. That's why you don't really see the flag there, because they had a hand fight, but it all started at the line of scrimmage. Interesting
there, as Barry was looking for it was a quarterback-to-quarterback connection as Barry was trying to find McNabb.
And Morrilton's first game of the year, I think they ran a little trick play. McNabb came on reverse, threw a touchdown, so he can throw it too as a backup quarterback.
I think they were using the kicking ball on that one. They had the wrong ball. They get it switched out. Now they'll go to the running back. That's Davis. Tate, as he goes up the middle for a yard. It'll bring up 3rd down and maybe 2 yards on the play, so 3rd down and 8 for the Devil Dogs.
Yeah, Jonathan Williams, first guy there to get him wrapped up, and then had some help from everybody else. But Jonathan Williams, really good play from that inside backer position, getting his hands there quick.
So Barry looks to the sideline as Coach Moppin dancing down the sideline on this end, getting the audible defensive play in, as now they'll match up. All right, showing pressure. Bubba Johnson up the middle. He's got to chase Barry. Barry just tosses it up, and that might be PI, and it is, yeah. The official got his flag stuck trying to pull it out. It's going to be a PI roofing penalty, and obviously defensive pass interference on this one.
And that's one of those that, you're in good coverage, right? Newell's there, but they kind of underthrew it a little bit. The receiver had to try and turn around, and if that receiver is not allowed to come back towards the ball, they're going to throw it. Whether the D-back's in good position or not, that's just one of those rules that help the offense to be more successful.
Jordan Thomas just went 99 yards on the opening kickoff for Robinson. So Robinson gets things started 7-0 over BB. Maybe they'll be done quickly. I know Will has got a long drive back to Hot Springs tonight as he's producing for Robinson. And so he's got some work to do. Going to have a long drive. He wouldn't mind an early night.
They might do it. I wouldn't be surprised if you see a quick one. But, we thought they were going to against Valonia a couple weeks ago, and they just weren't able to put enough points on the board.
That's because we were on the call.
Yeah.
We were wishing for it, and it never got. We got so close. We never could get that next score. All right, so 1st and 10 after the Acre Pharmacy first down. So now Barry hands this one away to Tate. Tate falls forward across the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Connor Forte, one of your Hornets on the play there. I think B.J. Beats was in the middle of it, too.
Yeah, I had to go down there and see my guy, B.J. Beats, in pregame, tell him that he's got a perfect QBR for the year after that pass last week.
That set a record.
Yeah.
I don't know that he'll have enough minimum attempts to go to the records book, though.
So 2nd down here and about 6 after the first down carry for Tate. A lot of pressure coming. Barry, ball's up in the air. It's going to fall harmlessly to the turf. And, I think they're going to play this out like it might have been a fumble. No whistle. They're actually going to spot this. Let's see what the call is from the White Hat.
They spotted it like it was a fumble, yeah.
You're right. They did. They spot this all the way back on the other side of the 45. Coach McNabb's kind of questioning the same thing, asking, was that not an incomplete pass?
I mean, with how high it went, typically that's because he got a little bit on it and his arm was coming forward, but I'll take the negative yardage for a 3rd and long.
Yeah, I thought for sure we had an incompletion, and now I think there's going to be a discussion.
They've already moved the sticks at this point. They move it back up, they'll be guessing.
Let's see. I mean, it should just be the original line of scrimmage, so it would be 3rd and 6. And that's what they're going to do. So they do get together and make the right call here, so it's going to be an incomplete pass, so it'll move it back to this hash, and it'll be spotted at the 42-yard line of Maumelle. Nope, a yard back. You got to get another yard.
That's what I told you. They're going to be guessing because they moved the sticks. They're not exactly sure where it was. You've done forgot that play. So now it's
you're right. They marked it at the 10. So, they got to get up to the 39 is where the ball should be. Because they never did move the actual – they just moved the down marker. The down marker should be right. It should be 3rd down and 6. All right, I think we got the confusion figured out now. So 3rd and 6, and we'll see if the Hornets bring pressure again on this one. But Johnson's showing it. Now they'll go after Tate. Oh, and he is met. Tate kind of rolls off the tackle. I think that was Timmons was the first one there. No, it's Hilliard.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, Hilliard's come out of nowhere the last couple of weeks to really be a force offensively and defensively.
Yeah, he's starting to play some really good ball. Took him a few games, and he had some good plays in those games, but not as many as he's shown up in these past couple.
So 4th down and 5, they're going to go for it. And the Hornets are going to gift them a first down. As Barry stepped back to look at the sidelines, a Hornet jumped off sides.
I think it was Larry.
And it's going to be right at the sticks, but I think it's going to be enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down. And it is enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down. So now twice the Hornets have gifted a first down to Morrilton on this drive. And so they'll move the chains. And another penalty by PI, or another first down thanks to a PI roofing penalty.
And that's a big one. 4th and 5, you got to be expecting them to do something to try and draw you off sides first.
Barry gets it, gives it away to Tate. Tate, a lot of pressure in the backfield. Hilliard right there on him again. A great play. Worsham, another one of the Hornets in on that one. Beats is over there on the sidelines as well as Williams and Forte.
Yeah, there he is. And with how they're playing it defensively, and they've played it like this all year, and it's taken a little bit to kind of see exactly what they're trying to do, but their defensive ends are what you call wrong armor. They're giving up the edge for that safety to come down and play it, and Hilliard's starting to figure out really whenever he can come down and play that outside.
They're bringing a lot of pressure this time. Johnson, they try the reverse. And, what a play in the backfield by Elijah Newell. Newell gets him all the way back at the 48-yard line, and a huge loss on that play.
And as we said, that's the backup quarterback. They've ran it once. You can tell. Maumelle, they've watched their film. They know that's a possibility with that receiver out there. They were ready for the reverse pass right there and took care of it.
Elijah Newell, another one that's having a huge season. I think I heard Coach down there talking. He's headed to visit Hendricks tomorrow. So an opportunity there at the next level for Elijah Newell. So 3rd down and 25 is what the scoreboard says. It's a long way. They need the 22 for a first. And the pressure comes, and they're going to get him in the backfield. Hornets brought the pressure again. They get him on the other side of the 50 in a drive that had gotten all the way inside the 35-yard line. It's going to result in a punt for the Devil Dogs all the way back at their own 46-yard line.
And I'm not even sure who was the first guy there. You had about 3 or 4 of them back there. Bubba Johnson was the last one to get up. Typically, I guess the last one to get up was the one that was on the football, but not completely sure who was the first, but there were 3 or 4 there.
Yeah, low snap didn't help, obviously, as Barry had to go get another low snap on the punt. Just gets it away. It's a good kick, though. And late throw with hands up by Newell there, as Morrilton will down it at the 22-yard line, and that's where the Hornets will start their first possession of the evening.
Yeah, not a bad punt there. They, set up, pretty not great field position for an offense right around the 20, but you said we gave up those 2 penalties, those 2 first downs, got most of it back with those 2 big sacks right there. So, you'll take it, give your offense a little bit of room to work right there and see if they can't put one on the board.
Hope you guys are enjoying all the camera angles tonight. We got 4 of them going. We got, of course, our main cam, our sideline cam, the drone, and even got a booth cam going tonight so you get to see our ugly faces.
It's the best cam.
Yes, it is. Your wife will be happy. Now Bjork, pump fake, wants to throw deep. He's got his man, had to turn around, got it. Makes the catch at the 45, trying to make a man miss. He does. Timmons now all by himself going to have to run out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Huge play to Alan Timmons from Andrew Bjork.
You can only make so many guys miss before you run out of room when you're the only guy down there. So he was able to get a little bit more on that, but he came open quick, just running a quick seam, just getting behind the safety.
Give Timmons a lot of credit, too. He made a great adjustment to come back and find that football. It was over the other shoulder. So Acre Pharmacy first down for the Hornets. Now Bjork gives this one to Worsham. Worsham working the left side, cuts inside, couldn't quite spin away inside the 35. They're going to give him the 33-yard line on the play to bring up 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, good little run there right after that. And moving quick after that first down, you like to see it, see if you can't catch the defense on their heels again after giving up a big play.
Right back on the ball is Bjork. Claps his hands. And now he'll look to Burcham for the play call.
They got that inside backer to jump to show that he might be coming. There's a little audible again.
Newell going to have one-on-one as they walk the other corner up. That's where they want to go. Out onto the slot. That ball's caught. Timmons again inside his man at the 20, down to the 15. Tries to make another hesitation play. Stops at the 12-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 after another Acre Pharmacy first down for the Hornets.
Yeah, and then 16 out there with Newell. Elijah was getting a pretty good block on him. He's slow to get up, grabbing his knee and stuff. That's a tall, long kid, but Timmons is kind of making him.
We got a PI roofing penalty back here at the 36-yard line.
Okay, sounds good.
Let's see what this is. Looks like it's going to be on the Hornets.
In the area of holding.
And you got a couple of offensive linemen kind of with their shoulders shrugged and arms up, so you got a good idea of what this is most likely going to be. But we got an extra long conversation about it, so let's see what our officials come up with.
He keeps pointing towards the Morrilton side as if they're talking about.
Well, let's see.
It's going to be after the play because they're spotting it.
Ooh, a dead ball, unsportsmanlike. So it's on the Hornets. The penalty is on Maumelle. But the first down's going to count. And they'll back us up 15, so it'll be spotted somewhere around the 27-yard line.
But then since it's between plays, you still should have a 1st and 10.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like they're talking to our freshman, Sublet, as looks like may have been the guy that they're pointing at the most.
I don't know that we'll pick up anything on our cameras just because we were obviously following the play. So not sure what happened there, but either way, it's 1st and 10 out at the 30, make it the 27-yard line. And now more PI roofing penalties.
I'd be surprised they might. Yep, they're going to. If it was on him and then he had the false start, they're going to get the young kid out, let him catch his breath, kind of get going back straight and try again. Just one where he probably just needs to take a breath.
That'll back it up 5 more. Back to the 32-yard line, so basically where we were before the big play. 1st and 15. And they'll switch Worsham to the right side. Trips to the left to the far side of the field. They'll fake it. He wants Newell. Newell's got to step on his man, but he overthrew him. Newell had him beat, and Bjork just put a little too much under that one.
Just a little bit too much on it. Newell, he had that one extra step to kind of set that corner up, and that might have been that last step that kind of cost it with the timing there, but he had him beat. We've seen it so far. They've beaten these guys a couple, and we talked about the youth of their skill players, and that's where we've got a lot of our experience. So that's something you hope you can continue to exploit throughout the game.
So 2nd down, 15 here for the Hornets. Motion man is Hilliard. And we got another penalty.
That false start.
A false start. And it feels like Burcham and Maupin feel like Morrilton's doing something to draw us off.
I'll tell you what they're doing, Steve. I went to Morrilton, played for Coach McNabb. Anytime there's motion, Coach McNabb, he preaches it's a hard motion call. So anytime they go on motion, those linebackers are yelling motion as loud as they can. And I promise you that's what caused them to jump off sides. That's something that you got to practice to make sure those linemen can hold their water. But that's what's going on. Those 2 inside backers, anytime they see motion, they're yelling it as loud as they can to, for one, communicate it to the defense, right? But also it serves another purpose, as you just saw.
Yeah, good pickup there, Tyler. All right, so Bjork, Worsham next to him. He'll give it to Worsham. Worsham's got a nice seam. It closed quickly as he gets to the 35-yard line. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and long. So a drive that got all the way down to the 12 has now been backed up by 25 yards in penalties. And it's 3rd down and about 18. Now Bjork's got it, looking left. Throwing to the left, threw it inside. And fortunate that wasn't intercepted as he put that ball in the wrong spot.
Yeah, that went past 3 Devil Dogs. It looked like I thought for sure that was going to be caught by one of them, but nobody even touched it. That thing just sailed past everybody.
Yeah, Bjork had a lot of heat on that ball, and I think that's the only thing that might have saved him is it sailed through over Newell and through the hands of a couple Devil Dogs. So 4th down, and they'll bring Bubba Johnson in for Worsham. They're going to go for this. Obviously, no man's land. You're not going to kick a field goal from here. Punt doesn't gain you much.
Yeah, that's why they threw it short of the sticks there, but they knew they were going to have 2 chances.
Now Bjork rolling to his right, got to step up in the pocket. Now he's in trouble and going to be tripped up in the backfield at the 41-yard line. That is number 13. I'll try to find a number real quick. Not sure who that was. We'll find it in a minute. That was there we go. Hunter White on the sack for the Devil Dogs. So the turnover on downs. And Morrilton back on offense here at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, just another drive. We've seen it, unfortunately, all year. Penalties kind of back us up. We can't dig out of the hole.
Barry's got it, and he gives it away to Tate. Tate finds some room this time. Give him 5 yards, maybe just 4 out to the 45-yard line. Will bring up 2nd down and 6.
And another low snap on that one. He kind of caught that one on the ground. That's something to keep an eye on. As you go throughout the game, you got low snaps early. It's something that might come back to bite you late.
It cost them on the sack there on their 4th down play. So, and obviously with the way that this Hornet team likes to bring pressure, you got to take your eyes off that line. You're going to be in trouble in a hurry. Now Barry's got it. He'll give it to Tate again. Tate as Hilliard gets there. And Hilliard did a good job to get around his blocker, make the tackle. I think Jonathan Williams in on that one as well.
Yeah, that's when you expect to see a run right there. They didn't even have a receiver on this side, and you had the tackle was the in man on the line of scrimmage. Slot guy was covered up top, so not a whole lot they can do there. Throw it to one guy or run it typically.
Oh, boy. Larry going to jump off sides again as the Hornets a little overly aggressive. And going to be another free 1st down for the Devil Dogs here after another PI roofing penalty.
Yep, I'm going to have to see Larry come back out again. His second one that gave up a 1st down, too. So something that he's got to make sure he gets his mind, got to watch the ball. He's just trying to get back there and make a play, no doubt about it. Just got to make sure he keeps his eyes where they're supposed to be.
We just gave him a free one.
Larry, the senior, will come over and sit on the sidelines for a moment. Now Barry is ready in the shotgun. He gets it. He'll go to Tate. Tate up the middle. It's clogged up by the Hornets. Good job there. Maybe a yard out to the 47-yard line. Bring up 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, and Forte really made that play. Forte blew his offensive lineman off the line of scrimmage, and he was in the backfield quick. He doesn't make the tackle, but he makes the running back have to make an extra cut. He gets a hand on his ankle to slow him up and give it only 1 yard.
Tate's a big back. At least from here, he looks like a good-sized young man. .5'11", 200, definitely a solid size running back. Barry with him to his right. He wants to throw. Looking for McNabb. Threw it outside of McNabb. It'll be incomplete. As Worsham out there in coverage.
You know, I guess they feel like they got a guy right there that they can pick on, but it hadn't worked yet. Worsham's ready for that, and he's gonna go to work each play.
Yeah, I like Worsham in that matchup. Maybe giving up a little bit in size, but when you talk about experience factor, it makes a huge difference.
But I think that's about it that he's giving up is just size.
Yeah. So 3rd down and 9. We'll see if the defense can get off the field this time. Barry in the offense. They'll look to the sideline to get the play. Now they bring the pressure. Williams coming. They just picked him up. Ball is just lofted in the air and knocked away incomplete. That one will fall harmlessly to the turf and will bring up 4th down. The punting unit coming on for the Devil Dogs.
Yeah, good cover by Elijah right there. He's just tracing him down, and that's one that it wasn't underthrown, so he didn't have to let the receiver come back to it, and he's able just to kind of make a play, get his hands in his face, and make it a tough catch.
Yeah, I venture to say, Tyler, that I think our defensive backs are going to get at least 2 interceptions tonight. Those passes, if they continue to throw it enough. Barry puts a lot of air under that ball. It's going to give our guys plenty of time to get themselves situated and find that football with as much air as he puts under it.
Yeah, there has been some air underneath them for sure.
He's got to be careful. We're nearly off sides. They don't get it called. Another good punt, though. This one chases Newell back inside the 10. It's going to take a Devil Dog roll all the way down and going to be down inside the 1 yard line. About as close as you can get it, about the half-yard line down there. The nose of that football is going to be just off of the goal line. So it'll be 1st and 10 Hornets, about 98 and about as close as you can get to 100 yards away from the end zone, 99 and 3/4 of the way.
It's 99.9 yards. That's, I mean, I would be hard-pressed to say that nose isn't touching the goal line.
Sure looks like it just about is. You're right, 99.9. Let's give it to 6 and let him go 99.9 here. That'd be something. He had 80 last week. Let's get 99 here.
Well, now they've made it. They moved it up a little bit on the hash, 99.5 now.
Now Bjork, show a little pressure from the linebackers.
That's where you expect a little bit of pressure.
That's where they're bringing it, right up the middle here. And they go to Worsham. He breaks the first tackle across the 5, and they'll toss him down to the 8-yard line. A gain of about, they're going to spot him at the 9, it looks like. It's almost a 9-yard gain on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, they ran a little stunt where they brought that defensive tackle 63 around, looped him around to the middle, and he was free there. He's wasn't able to make a tackle on the shifty Worsham.
So 2nd and 2, 3:38 to go in our first quarter, no score. Bjork, way to Worsham. Worsham looking, cuts inside. He's going to be real close. I think he's got the first down. Needed the 11. And that is enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down for the Hornets.
Good job just to get out of the shadow of your goalpost at that point. Now you can really focus on putting a drive together and making the rest of these 99 that you started at.
John Tate's kicked a field goal for Robinson. It's 10-0 over BB. Now they'll give this one away. Worsham's got a nice hole this time. Has to avoid the official in the middle of the field. Trying to get around the corner at the 20-yard line, looking for a block. And Newell kind of came back for that dangerous penalty block. He really didn't get a piece of him, so no chance at a flag there. But enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down for Worsham.
Oh, and I think he tried to, too. I just think he did. He just missed.
He just didn't connect. You're right.
Oh, man. I just saw the yellow coming out on that one.
Newell got kind of fortunate that the defender dove to make a tackle right as he went to hit him. Now Bjork, the Hornets try to get Morrilton to jump. They do not oblige. And so Bjork gets the call from Burcham. Andrew will hand it away. Oh, what a move by Worsham's going to get him to the left side, across the 40, back across the middle, and he's gone. 35, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Now they're going to catch him at the 6-yard line as they pull him down. I said it too early. Worsham got caught from behind and taken at the 6-yard line. Be another Acre Pharmacy first down for the Hornets on the big run by Jaden Worsham.
Yeah, credit to number 2, Kyle Chisholm right there from Morrilton, chasing him down, not getting up on the play. We all thought that he was going to make it, but 2 for Morrilton, Chisholm, able to chase him down, didn't give up, and at least give him a chance here in the red zone.
So who is that in the back? Is that Bubba? I think it's Bubba to the left of Bjork this time. I'll do the little inside pitch. Looking to get to the side, and he slipped, I think, at the 5-yard line. Maybe the 4. You say that was Timmons?
Yep.
Okay. And Timmons says, run it again. I just slipped, Coach.
Yeah, I think he saw the cutback, and then he looked like he kind of tried to jump cut while he was running straight, and it just didn't really work out for him. Same formation, though.
They do it. Same pitch. Timmons got just tripped up. 27 is, let's see. It's a good play there by number 27 for Morrilton. Is there depth charts? This is hard to read through quickly on the fly. 27, Timothy Mallett on that tackle.
Coach Bertram listened to him. He ran it again, and he had a chance again to get in there. Just a shoelace tackle.
So Bubba Johnson still in at running back. Sublets, the fullback this time. They drop it. Bubba picked it up. Bubba trying to fall forward. He gets stood up at the 1. Now Morrilton will drive him back, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal from the 1-yard line.
Yeah, Bubba about turned that into something after it hit the ground, and just able. He almost fell forward for it, but they were able to stand him up. Looks like it's spotted actually at the 2.
So it'll be 4th and goal, just outside the 1.
The big problem is there Bubba scores if they're able to get a clean snap and mesh right there.
May go to the same play again. They try to get Morrilton to jump off sides. Now they'll look back and get a new play call from Burcham. They're going to run it with Bjork to the right. Cuts inside. He's hit hard at the 3, falls forward. And Morrilton stuffed him. The Devil Dogs are going to get the stop at the 2-yard line, so the drive goes 98.9 yards, but ends at the 2, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Devil Dogs.
And that's one where that chase down by Chisholm becomes even bigger. He saved the touchdown, and then he saved the touchdown in the long run, too, because they were able to step up. That's when that's a little crushing right there for your offense. Able to drive that far, have the big play, and then not able to get it in there.
Yeah, and in a game, Morrilton wants to be physical, obviously, and when you're a little younger, you worry about that. That's got to give them a lot of confidence. They'll go to Tate off the right side. The Hornets stack him up. He might have lost a yard. They're going to keep it at the 2.
Whatever he did, he didn't have anywhere to go.
What is big play city at BB right now as BB scores on a 75-yard touchdown to make it 10-7.
Showing signs of life over there. Like to see a good game.
Yeah. BB's one of those teams here late in the season trying to figure it out, play spoiler for some folks.
They did it a little bit last year, didn't they?
They did. In a year, it was a weird year. You know, they had a really good quarterback who got hurt in the first Mills game. And the Hornets going to give them 5 free again. Boy, that's going to be a talking point between possessions, I would assume. That's the 3rd one now on the Hornets, another PI roofing penalty. And so instead of 2nd and 10 from the 2, you give them some operating space, make it 2nd and 5 from the 7.
Yeah, 3 really, really bad offsides. 2 first downs and 1, you get them off the goal line.
Another PI roofing penalty. Make sure you go see our friends over at PI Roofing for all of your roof needs. Now they'll go to Tate. Tate is met up, broke the first tackle. Boy, he is met, but breaks another one. He's got the first down out to the 14-yard line, and that'll be it for our first quarter of play. After 1, we're scoreless here at Hornet Stadium. We'll be right back here on the Maumelle Sports Network with more Hornet football. Come see us today at American Pie Pizza. Enjoy our pizza by the slice daily from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. Or catch one of our daily specials like $2 Tuesdays and get $2 off any large pizza. Are wings more your thing? Monday nights are Wingtastic Mondays. So get all the wings you can eat for just 69 cents a wing. And don't forget about the incredible cheese dip. Then to finish it all off, be sure to grab a Pizookie or one of our other amazing desserts. So head over to 9709 Maumelle Boulevard and let our friendly staff serve you today. Call ahead at 501-758-8800 or order online at www.ampiepizza.com. Live free and eat pizza at American Pie Pizza. Welcome back, folks, as we are set for our second quarter of play here at Hornets Stadium. Morrilton set with a 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line after the big first down run for Tate.
Felt like a quick first quarter.
It did. Very quick with no points on the board. A motion, and they'll go up the middle. This is Tate, and Tate breaks through the line of scrimmage. He's going to get out to the 20-yard line and bring up a 2nd down and 4.
And that's kind of his first run that he's not really been met at the line of scrimmage. He's able to make a couple cuts and get positive yardage there. We got to keep him wrangled in and then wrap him up when you get there. That last play where they got the first down, we had 3 guys that kind of threw a shoulder into him, but that was about it, and he bounced off of it. Got to make sure you bring your hands with you too.
So 2nd and 4. Barry, he's going to throw this one. Got his man in the slot. That's caught out across the 25. That'll be enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down for the Devil Dogs as he gets to the 27-yard line, so 1st and 10 Morrilton.
Yeah, and I was just about, if they were going to run it again, I was going to point that out. They're playing really far off of the number 3 receiver right there. They're playing about 10 yards, just kind of giving them that quick hitch, so you expect to see an adjustment. See, they're going to go trips the other side, see how they line up to it defensively this time.
That was sophomore A.J. Jones on that catch. Again, a lot of youth for this Morrilton team. Should bode well for Coach McNabb in the future, but they want to win now. Barry fakes it. He wants to throw. Got his man, and he dropped it. Hornets catch a break that time as Jones drops that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's the exact same thing they tried. They just moved trips the other side, but they're still playing. They played about 10 yards off, both of those plays off the number 3 receiver, and they're just trying to take advantage of it. Fortunately enough, he would drop that one.
It looks like they're going a little more quick passing game here when they do want to throw it. They don't want to give this D-line time to tee off and get in the backfield. So 2nd and 10, Barry and Tate in the backfield. 2 receivers to each side. This time they will go to Tate. Tate goes up the middle. Hornets are ready for him in the backfield, holding on to the ankles. And I can't tell who that is. We think we got an injured Hornet, though. The first man in there. Getting up slowly now, it looks like. Like Elijah Newell was one of the men in on that tackle. I think it was Jonathan Williams was the first one there.
Yeah, Jonathan Williams was the first one there. He missed the tackle there, but again, he makes the play. He doesn't make the tackle, but he helps to make the play and lets the other 2 Hornets that did make the tackle get there and clean it up.
And obviously with the back the size of Tate, this is a young man that, to your point, you want to wrap up, but if you can get one guy in there to slow him down, you hope the rest of the Hornets are swarming.
If you can at least slow him down, hopefully you got your buddies coming to help.
Barry rolling left. He throws and had a man out there but overthrew him. It'll bring up 4th down. So he was looking for number 16. That's Andrew Roden, one of the few juniors out there starting for Morrilton. That one incomplete.
That you talked about, they were trying to get the quick passing game. Now they're trying to get him off his spot. They figured out, right, it's going to be tough to block that defensive line, so they're going to have to try some stuff to at least give him a little bit of time, and that's what they try to do there.
This one, a good kick. Newell got a chance on the line drive punt, though. He's got a seam. Newell met at the 40, and if you saw the same thing I saw, if he'd have went right, he might have taken that one to the house.
I think that lane meant to carry him right rather than left, but still a good return. His first chance at returning one, and I think they're not going to really want to let him return many if that's what they're going to look like, because I think he had a chance if he keeps right there.
And their punter is senior Hayes Buckley. He's got a 55-yarder on the season, so not a bad kicker, averaging about 37 a kick. He's had a good average tonight. I haven't kept up with it, but he's kicked it well. That's the first time Newell's had a chance at a return, and we've seen how special this return game can be.
Yeah, and his hang time had been really good on the first 2. That one wasn't as much, so he had a chance to return it.
Upset Bruin and Beebe. Beebe recovered an onside kick and scored. They're up 14-10. Now Worsham trying to break a tackle. Couldn't quite get out of the tackle of Buckley, the punter. As he pulls him down, it's going to be a gain of 2 yards. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8 for the Hornets.
Yeah, he just made that last-second tackle, maybe gain of 3. They're still moving the sticks a little bit.
Bjork loads it, snap, got to pick it up and fall on it. As he couldn't quite grasp it up off the turf, so bad snap, going to bring up a 3rd and long back at the 42-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 12 for the Hornets.
Yeah, had one just right around his shins there, and he almost was able to pull it up and hand it off, but just slipped out enough to where he had to get on top of it.
They end up spotting at the 41, so it'll be 3rd down and 11. Let's see if this Hornet offense can get on track. They had one big play, the Worsham big run, but that ended up having a 4th down stop on the goal line. So the Hornets can get something going. Motion man will be Hilliard, and that's going to be 2 men in motion. I don't think we got set.
Yeah, I mean there was some confusion on the left side here, the trip side, of who was going to be on the ball, who was not going to be on the ball, and they switched a couple times, and then they finally set the man in motion, and I don't know that it was all set.
So back them up 5 more. It'll be 3rd down and 16 after the PI roofing penalty.
And Coach Bertram is a little heated right now. He's not too happy about that.
Let's see if we can get this one signaled in and ready. Bertram gets the play call in. Hornets will have 2 receivers here to the near side, 2 to the far side. Worsham in the backfield. That's where they go. Worsham trying to find some room around the left side. Broke a tackle inside the 30 across the 25. They are going to spot him out of the 31, and he'll be a yard shy of the 1st down, maybe 2. Let's see.
Should just be 1.
1 yard, 31-yard line. So it'll be 4th down and a yard after the 16-yard carry for Worsham, and he split through a couple of tacklers there. That was a good-looking run.
And he was about to get 8 or 10 more, but he just half of his foot stepped out of bounds right there.
So Bjork gets it. I'll give it to Johnson. Johnson's got to squeeze his way through. He's got the Acre Pharmacy first down. Had it initially, and now he'll fall forward and get a couple of more of them strong legs as Bubba Johnson inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Hornets after the Acre Pharmacy first down.
He had it on the initial spot. He gets pushed back, and then he takes that another step forward, and that's where it resets everything. And it's like, oh, man, you better get it a second time. So he got the first time twice on that run.
So now it'll be Newell in the backfield with Bjork. Cato, Hunter, and Hilliard, your receivers here to the near side. Barham going to be your receiver to the far side of the field. I don't think Cato's on the line, is he?
No, he's not. They got a tight end, though.
Okay, there you go, yeah.
That was another false start. right tackle.
Right now, the Hornets look just a little out of sorts right now. Another penalty. Coaching staff not happy. I'm not sure what they're upset about. Now, Coach Bertram, they want a timeout to talk about things. The Hornets just look a little bit out of sorts right now here in the first half of this one.
And I think they're mad. I think they're saying Morrilton is mimicking the snap count on those motion calls, but it's tough to get that called because they've got to say hut or go or something. Mm-hmm. If they're chirping motion and unless something's changed, they're just chirping motion every time somebody goes in motion. And unfortunately for the Hornets, that's not illegal because they're just communicating that as a defense is what they'll say.
Yeah, Maupin is pleading his case out there at about the 35-yard line. That's what I love about Maupin. He is you can tell when he's worked up. He is very animated, talks a lot with his hands. So now we'll be at first down and 15. Let's see Maupin. We'll see if he may have talked our officials into paying more attention to that and see if we get a call the other way.
And that's one where they just might slow down on motions if that's what's going to happen to you each time.
All right, so first and 15. Bjork claps his hands, gets the snap, fakes it to Johnson. Looking to throw, he's got Newell. Newell's got a step. Newell's trying to run under it, couldn't quite get to it.
I don't know that he was ever really able to find it. He kind of stuck his hands out into one of those where it's, hopefully I'm in the right spot because he couldn't get his head around to really find where the ball was, and there wasn't enough air underneath it to where he could get his eyes on it. It was a little bit on a line there. Still a pretty good ball, just wasn't able to get eyes on it, I don't think.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think he found it quick enough. So now they're going to make some changes along the offensive line. That's big 63 Xavier Maldonado, who just came off the field. Second down, 15. Hornets looking to get a little something going offensively here with 8:06 left in the first half. Still no score in this ball game. We'll give this away to Bubba. Bubba breaks the tackle, the line of scrimmage, breaks another inside the 25, down to the 20. Let's see where they spot this. Looks like the 21-yard line, and it is. So it'll bring up third down and 3 for the Hornets.
Good, really strong run by Bubba right there, able to get skinny and get through that gap, run through a little arm that grabbed him on the shoulder and get really good yardage on second down.
And third and 4 as they back into the 22-yard line. Bjork's got it. Away to Johnson. Johnson down to the 20-yard line. He's going to be 2 yards shy of a first down. Going to bring up another fourth down opportunity for this offense.
4th and 2, and you know they're going to go for it now. But luckily this time they at least got a little bit shorter than they have on a couple of their other fourth down attempts. Only one that's been shorter or as short, it's been the one down near the end zone.
Yeah, this one you need to convert. 0 for 2 on the night. Bjork, we're going to get another false start.
And that one was on the defensive line shift and caused the offensive lineman to flitch a little bit. And again, that's something that is within the rules, and it makes it tough. But they can shift all they want, and I bet you they're screaming and yelling as they shift to make it loud.
I happened to look over at our live feed over here, the feed from YouTube. If you want to know what happened, that drone view was absolutely beautiful. Who needs an all-22 when you got the drone up there? That's your all-22. All right, so fourth down and now much less manageable, 4th and 7. Bjork's got it, dropping, looking, wants to throw left, wants Newell. That ball's well short. And no flags on the field. And another turnover on downs for the Hornets. It was 7:09 left in the first half. We got no score. It'll be Morrilton football.
That's one that if you've got a few more yards on that ball, Newell's trying to come back and he might get the flag, but it was so short that he didn't have a chance at it, unfortunately, so you're not going to get the flag there either.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened either. It looked like Bjork was fairly clean.
And I wouldn't be surprised if it was supposed to be the little back shoulder fade type thing to at least try and draw the penalty. He just maybe short-armed it just a little bit too much and didn't put enough on it.
That ball was real wobbly when it came out. I think must have slipped out of his hands.
Maybe he got tipped.
So Barry and Tate fell down. They're going to mark him down inside just across the 20, the 21-yard line.
Who gets the tackle for the loss? Frost was the first one there even after the whistle. Somebody's got to get the TFL there.
Yeah, interesting. I went back just to see if that ball would have been tipped that Bjork threw. It doesn't look like it was tipped. It looked like maybe it was just kind of he had some pressure coming at him in his face. I think he just might have short-armed it trying to make the throw.
Maybe.
Now Barry wants to throw it over the middle. His man, he almost caught it by accident.
Yeah.
That was interesting because I thought Tate was looking upfield, wasn't paying any attention.
Well, I thought it was a pick with how the ball was flying. I thought Frost was going to run right into the path and take it, but it hit Tate in the arm.
I mean, talk about dropping it in a bucket. I mean, if Tate's carrying a bucket, it might fall in the bucket. So 3rd down and 14 now. Yeah, that ball hit him right in the left hand. I mean, he was running, his left hand went up and it hit him in it. He just didn't know it was there. Now Barry wants to throw up over the middle, and boy, the Hornets catch a break as he overthrew his man, and he was open. I don't know that he would have outran the Hornets, but it would have been a first down for sure.
Man, Hilliard just looks a little confused because he was lined up over 16 there, and he just let him get behind him. So he seems like he's just a little confused on what the coverage was there, but it looks like they got it fixed out. Hilliard's good. He's ready for the next play.
So big break. Newell back to return this punt here on 4th down and 14 as Buckley in to kick for what is the 3rd, 4th punt?
4th because we didn't return the first 2, yeah.
So 4th punt of the night for Buckley. Gets it, good snap. Gets the kick away, a good high kick. Newell chasing it inside the 45. Catches it at the 42. Coming our way, trying to get around the corner. He's got a man to beat over there. Try to get the corner of him. Slips at midfield, and the Hornets will start this drive once again in good field position at the Devil Dog 49-yard line.
Yeah, he's still able to get a really good return. That's one about those deep ones is it takes time for the kickoff team or punt team in this situation, I guess, to get down there. And they had him boxed up a little bit. They had their edges, and he's just able to outrun the edge there and get some yards.
Got a PI roofing penalty back in the 33. We'll see what this is.
Typically, probably a hold on the return team on that gunner down there.
Let's see. That's what it's going to be. So good call, Tyler, as the PI roofing penalty is a hold on the Hornets. So that'll back things up to the 41. Well, should be the 41-yard line.
He picked it back up like he's going. Okay.
Whoa, where are we going? Whoa. How many penalties did we call? Okay.
They do it from where he caught the ball?
It? I guess so. He did catch it at the 42. So, yeah. So they marked this off from where he caught the punt.
That's what Maupin's trying to figure out. Because you couldn't do from the spot because the spot was up where they kicked the ball.
Yeah.
So you do it.
That is typically, I know, at the next level that's how they do it, but things are a little different at the high school level. Either way, that's where we start the 34. They'll give it to Worsham. Worsham is met out there, though. Good job there by Morrilton defensively. That was number 36. Roger, I love having the depth chart, but having to dig through to find a number. Can be the 36. Landon Boyer, sophomore. Great play there by Boyer to string Worsham out and then make the tackle.
Yeah, and I think Sublett was there to block him. He just couldn't get it. Boyer was able to make him miss and make a good play there. He could got that block, would have had some room.
So 2nd and 12. Bjork fakes it, throws to the right. Ball might have been tipped. Gets out there anyway. I think that's Hilliard that's got it. Fumbled it. Lost the ball. Morrilton's going to recover it at the 47-yard line, and another tough break for the Hornets.
Yeah, Hilliard, tough couple plays. He kind of got beat. Luckily, they dropped it when he's on defense, and he makes a good play there, but just loses the ball. But again, that's what you like to see. We talked about it, especially back in the Batesville game when we had that drop touchdown. Leaders on the team really, give him a high five, trying to pick him up and not let it affect him on the next play.
Watching the way he's shaking that right arm, I think he had a helmet right on the elbow that just caused him to lose control of the football.
And there's some plays in football where no matter what you do, that ball's going to come out just based off how you got hit. I mean, you've seen replays on Saturdays and Sundays where a helmet hits the ball, and You can hold on to that thing as tight as you want, but when a guy's flying at you and it's helmet on ball, that thing's coming out.
How about if you're a Cowboys fan, you may not want a reminder of Sunday night, but
He had to get it in somehow.
But you talk about forcing fumbles. Fred Warner with the TKO punch to knock a ball out. So, I had to figure out some way to get it in there. But that was a good game, wasn't it? Like 442.
Yeah, listen, I can't argue with you one bit for not liking the Cowboys. You got an Eagles fan over here, so I'm not a fan of the Cowboys either. And you like to see the Niners do good, especially defensively. Old Dre Greenlaw over there, the Arkansas guy, like to see him having success for the Niners too.
Boy, Dre is something else. That is a special young man, obviously out of Morrilton, and. Or not Morrilton, but Northwest Arkansas. But there's another one related, and Jacoby Criswell out of Morrilton, the backup quarterback. They are half brothers, I believe, is the relationship.
There's some relation for sure.
I actually met. They have the same mother. I met their mom a few months ago, So quite a bit of talent there in that lineage, no doubt. All right, so we'll start things over. 1st and 10 for Morrilton at the 47-yard line after the turnover. Barry will give it to Tate. Tate met in the hole. Nice job there. That's Jonathan Williams on the play. Williams will take him down. No gain on the play to bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Jonathan Williams able to get back there, and he's only able to get a little bit on him, but he's able to grab that foot, and he's able to hold on until he gets that help, but makes the play.
I haven't even got over here and checked our comment section yet. Hope we got a good group of folks in there watching.
I can tell you they're asking for Kayla to turn that booth camera on more often.
That's right. Now looking to throw. They want to throw up top. Worsham had a handful of jersey. He doesn't get called for it, thank goodness. That'll fall incomplete and bring up 3rd down and 10.
You can only see that from up here. Down at field level, it wasn't as obvious.
I see our guy. Did I just see D-Rob? I see our guy D-Rob in the comments. He gets a break this week, so D-Rob got to watch us tonight. We appreciate him watching. I know buddy Trip Keeter probably taking in the sights and sounds of Heber Springs football since he's an alum and lives up there. So our Morrilton crew kind of dispersed around catching high school action on their bye week tonight.
Mills crew. We ain't got a Morrilton crew.
Mills crew. Thank you. Barry wants to roll. It is Barry. Nice throw. That ball's caught. And he's short of the 1st down at the 40-yard line. A good sure tackle there on the play for the Hornets.
3 yards short. Steve, what do you expect him to do right here? We've already fell for it a couple times. 4th and short.
Yeah, I got to believe the idea here is obviously to try to get him to jump. It's worked pretty well.
Watch the ball.
It'll be all 25, I got to believe, after that.
There we go. All right. They didn't do it that time. There you go. They're learning.
I'd be surprised if 25 doesn't touch this one.
Coach Mopp's telling them to go. Come on.
The receivers weren't set. That should be a penalty. Instead, the Hornets are going to get him in the backfield. Ball's still loose. They're going to call him down at the midfield. And so that'll be a turnover on downs for the Hornets with 3:52 to go in the half. And the Hornets really caught a break because Morrilton wasn't set on that play. Their receivers were trying to figure out what the play was going to be.
Yeah, we'll take because the ball dribbled back there. I don't know. It's one of those that it looked like the center thought maybe it was under center because it bounced 2 or 3 times before it got back to the quarterback, and then he just has to run with it and got chased down, got hawked down from behind.
The Hornets get the stop and they get the ball here. And so with 3:52 in the half, this would be a great time to get a score. And especially getting the ball after the half, get some momentum going here in the Eagles halftime. Showing pressure here off the edge as Bjork will give it away to Worsham away from the pressure. Worsham couldn't quite break it. Falls forward. He'll get 4 on the play, though, to the 46-yard line, bringing up 2nd down and 4.
It's just crazy to keep looking at the scoreboard, and there's under 4 minutes left in the half, and it's still 0-0. And we've moved the ball so efficiently every time we've touched it. Really, just hadn't been able to get anything on the board. It's really not what you'd expect if you're, watching this offense work.
This is not how I imagined us having a quick night. So 2nd down, and they got 5 on the board, but that's definitely 6. So 2nd down and 6 as Bjork Fakes it to Worsham, wants to throw. He's got Newell. Newell's got it. Newell's got to break a tackle, and he does. Newell across the 45, makes a man miss at the 40. Out of the 39, he's still battling. Now Elijah Newell going to go down to the 39-yard line, be enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down.
Newell made 4 or 5 guys miss there. He's spinning around guys, ducking under guys, juking guys. He's slow to get up.
Looks like he might need a minute here, and I think he had to retie his shoe.
The ref was looking at him. He never stopped the clock, so he was working on something on his leg, and rather than an injury, I think it was equipment, like you said.
All right, so 1st and 10 here with 2:47 and counting. Bringing Barham, Cato here on the left side. Somebody's not on the line. They'll go to Worsham. Worsham stacked up. He'll lose a yard back to the 40. They may even give him a 2-yard loss at the 41. They'll spot at the 40. So 2nd down and 11.
And they've had, you've said it a couple times now about being on the line. They've had a little bit of confusion. Guys are moving on and off pre-snap, right before the ball is snapped, and something you just want to get cleaned up. Make sure the guys who are on the line know they're supposed to be. So you got to.
All right, now we're good. We got to get Barham up, don't we? Barham, I don't think we were set right there. They don't call it. Instead, they give it to Newell. Newell goes to the left side. He'll be drug out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, but there it was because we had Sublett that tight end on the left. So Cato should have been off, but it looked like Barham and Hilliard were both off the line of scrimmage up top. That's one that should have been called. Not too many men in the backfield, but they didn't.
Got the same thing this time, it looks like.
We got the tight end. Sublett's up top now.
Now they're going to throw, and Cato slipped in his route.
But he was out breaking. Yeah, even if he didn't, he wouldn't have been able to catch that one.
I'm not sure where that one was going. Got a few people in the comments, about a little over 100 watching us right now, so appreciate all of you watching us tonight. You guys do me a favor, if you haven't hit that subscribe button. We're about 80 away from hitting 1,000 subscribers, and that'd be a big milestone we'd like to hit for sure before the season's out, but I'd take it now. So 4th down and 7.
They're bringing Bubba back in. They've got 6 offensive linemen, so 4th and 7. The formation says run, but we'll see. I would say I wouldn't expect it.
Oh, boy, Burke ran right into the pressure, and he's going to be sacked, thrown down. As Morrilton stops the Hornets on yet another 4th down attempt here in the first half. It'll be Devil Dog football with 1:53 to go.
So they had a 2-receiver route up top. They're going to try and roll them out to. But they had the extra offensive lineman on the left, but then they rolled away from the extra offensive lineman. I don't know, just a little, I'm not sure what was drawn up there.
So that was White on the sack. So we'll see what Morrilton does. Barry in at quarterback. Barry will give it away to Tate. Tate found a little seam this time. He'll get out to midfield and bring up 2nd and 6.
And that clock's just going to keep ticking. Morrilton would love to get this down and at least be able to get some points before halftime and take the rest of their clock.
Well, and this has gone exactly how Morrilton would have wanted it to go. You look through the way their games have gone most of the season, a lot of low-scoring affairs, defensive battles, and so far, at least on the scoreboard, they've gotten exactly what they want. Tate again. This time the Hornets converge on him. He's going to lose a yard. Back to the 49-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. Of course, the Hornets only have 1 timeout left, so you're not going to try to stop the clock here, I don't think.
Larry's
will on 4th, maybe.
Larry will have to come off. I think his helmet came halfway off, so he just let it finish coming off. Or maybe it's broke a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like he's got an issue with it. He's got to fix something. But Pruitt replaces him. 50 seconds to go here in our first half. As Morrilton late to get guys set. They just do get set. The motion man on the play. Barry's got it. He looks to the motion man, looking left, throwing that way into a ton of coverage, and 3 Hornets were there. They kind of defensed themselves, and it falls innocently to the turf. It'll bring up 4th down.
3 Hornets there. 2 of them touched it. Frost touched it first, tipped it. Newell touched it. Unfortunately, I think if Frost doesn't get a hand on it, I think Newell's running underneath it, and he's going to catch it anyway. But Frost has no idea knowing that. He's just trying to go up and make a play.
All right, so 4th down here, 35 seconds. The Hornets are going to have 1 timeout to work with. And, boy, wouldn't this be a great time for that punt return touchdown I was promised a couple weeks ago. Luckily lost it, picks it back up.
Not going to be this one.
Not on this kick. That one falls and rolls out of bounds at the 21-yard line. So we'll see how the Hornets decide to play this one with 27 seconds and one timeout.
Yeah, you're going to have to get some chunk plays if you're trying to score right here.
We'll see if Morrilton decides to stay with the coverage they've been working, which obviously in this scenario you may go a little more prevent, but Newell's been able to get a step on his man most of the night. Bjork's just not been in sync with him, so this would be a heck of a time to find some sync.
Newell's been able to. Timmons, he's gotten behind the defense a couple times already. You got guys that can run past them. It's just a matter of getting them the ball accurately so they can keep going. Sublet running on late.
So they're going to have Newell to the far side of the field. And Barham and Hilliard here to the near side.
We
weren't set. Bjork, and boy, that was all kinds of messes. Another PI roofing penalty. Hilliard and Barham were not set. And right now, Coach Bertram is not very happy with his offense.
Yeah, you were gonna cover up Sublet. Sublet was on the left, and then at one point you had both Barham and Hilliard on the line of scrimmage. Then one of them tried to get off, the other tried to get off to uncover the tight end. But I think what Coach Bertram is saying is Sublet was supposed to be on the right. Is what it looked like he was pointing out.
And this is not confusion we've seen out of this team.
Trying to get 27 there. You go back on the clock.
Yeah, this is not the confusion we've seen out of this team the last few weeks. Obviously, it's easy to, I guess, maybe lose a little focus after you come off of games against Mills and Robinson, big-time top of the division matchups, but this is a game you got to have. Now Bjork. Oh, nice little – that was a great route run by Newell, but the throw was just underthrown and knocked away the last minute.
That's one that Newell – he's learned a little bit. Try and come back. Make him run into you. Don't keep running. Slow down. Make him run into you, because you make him run into you and he knocks you over, then you might get that flag. But he can do that. Used to, you couldn't face guard even in high school, but now you can. The defensive back doesn't have to get his head around, so he can just throw his hands up there as long as he doesn't make contact.
So let's see. Newell comes off the field, and we'll see if the Hornets just hand this away to Worsham and try to take this thing to the locker room. That's what they'll do. They'll give it to Worsham. Worsham around the right side. Got a block. Worsham cut into the 25-yard line, out to the 26. And let's see. They don't have to run another play. I don't believe they will.
They're going to take it.
And so that will do it, I believe, and it is. That's going to be it for our first half. A scoreless first half here from Hornets Stadium as your Hornets play a physical game here against Morrilton to get things started. So that'll do it for our first half. We will be back with our Akel's halftime show right here on the Maumelle Sports Network in just a minute.
Akel's Flooring and Cabinets, we're pulling out all of the stops for the whole enchilada sale.
Take advantage of store-wide savings.
Carpet,
Tile,
Cabinets, and more.
free installation and padding on all carpets. No interest for 18 months on flooring or cabinets. Sales tax paid.
At Akel's Flooring and Cabinets, we make it beautiful
For less.
Project Zero is a 501c3 nonprofit with one goal, and that is to have 0 kids in foster care waiting to be adopted.
And we're hoping to have 0 kids waiting. That's our whole goal, Project Zero.
It means no kid is forgotten, and there are people always fighting for kids to find their forever family, no matter how old they are.
There's not awareness out there. I don't think people understand the need that we have here in our own state for these children who are wonderful children waiting for forever families.
saxophone soloist Myron Nix. Conducting our band this year is our drum major, Junior Emma Franklin. Emma, the band ready? Well, let's get going. It's time. Wait for no one.
Dispatch to all units. Possible disturbance at Maumelle State Bank. Please respond. Dispatch to 118. Show me en route. 118, I show you en route. We have an alarm at that location. Be advised, use caution. I'm in pursuit. Suspect is fled and is heading southbound on Maumelle Boulevard.
All right, welcome back, folks. I'm not hearing myself.
I hear you.
You hear me? I don't hear me anymore. Oh, there I am. Whatever you just pushed worked. That did it. All right. Sorry if you guys were hearing all that. I was just trying to make sure I could actually hear what I was saying. You'd be amazed how important that is for me to hear myself in the headset. Plus, I don't think I could hear you, Tyler. But all right, I hope you guys enjoyed listening to the bands play. Another very, very long halftime. I think the halftime was longer than our first half was. But, boy, Tyler, not a great first half here as we're back for our Eccles halftime show. And Hornets struggled really on both sides of the ball, but specifically offensively, had a really hard time getting themselves lined up. And here we are at halftime, no score against the Morrilton Devil Dogs in a game that the Hornets really feel like they got to get a W in.
Yeah, I mean, if you like defense, it's a great first half. 0-0, a bunch of good plays defensively. And, really offensively, they played well until it came down to really, your important possessions, your important plays, your third downs, your fourth downs, your red zone plays, right? And then they shot themselves in the foot, penalties after penalties, right? And then not being able to get lined up, and that didn't lead to many penalties, even though it could have led to more, as we pointed out. But when you start the play with confusion like that, it's always difficult to have a successful play after.
And that was the key. I mean, you saw it several times in that first half. Really, the only big play or the big drive of the first half was the big run by Worsham where he got caught down at the 2-yard line. And then Morrilton gave him a lot of credit, really stood up tough defensively to keep the Hornets out of the end zone. And so not a great first half for the Hornets. I know Coach Maupin was hoping for that quick start. Didn't quite get the quick start we needed. And we'll see how things go in the second half as we jump over, I think, because you got the Fearless scoreboard over there as well. And I was going to just kind of hop down here to the 5A scores. I know Robinson leads BB at the half. Tate kicked another field goal to make it 19-14, so just a 5-point advantage for Robinson is there at the half over there. Valonia leads Watson Chapel 24-6. And Pine Bluff over Whitehall 6-0, but that last update was in the first, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure that's obviously a much different score. And that's it for the 5A Central tonight. I don't know if you had any games over there that you were looking at of interest.
I mean, the first one I saw is Little Rock Southwest and Bryant. Bryant's only up 15 at halftime, which that sounds like a lot, but with how Southwest has been, especially their first few years of existence, and then what we know about Bryant, you expect to be not just a 15-point game. And then Fayetteville-Bentonville, that's a big one in the 7A, only a 7-point game.
Man, we got superstars up here in the booth with us right now. Got all the fellas, Weston, Pierce, Whitley. We got our guys up here with us. We appreciate you guys joining us. Y'all enjoying the homecoming activities out here? Awesome. Yes, sir. Yeah, how's college life going for you?
It's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, good for you guys. Do what? Yeah. That's right. Yeah, well, good to see you fellas. I appreciate you guys coming here. You should have come in like 10 minutes ago instead of the start of the second half on us. So, yeah. Well, guys, we're going to get back to the second half. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the game. Good to see you guys. I appreciate y'all. All right. We'll have to hook up new headsets next time. Make sure we get everybody on the broadcast with us. So we'll get the whole booth in here. All right, so we are just about set for our Eccles second half kickoff as it'll be Worsham and Newell, I believe, back deep to return. I see Worsham for sure. I think that's Newell on the other side.
Yeah, I think it's a 1.
A little hard to tell.
Look at showing onside kick.
They are. Instead, they'll pooch kick. And somebody's going to come get that ball.
You better block somebody.
Boy, and that's exactly what Newell did. PI roofing penalty hits the turf. The Hornets catch a huge break as that ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Hornet football at the 35-yard line.
And that's a tough one. Newell's telling Hilliard that he should have got it. But a lot of times, and we said it last week, I think, your rule, if it's over your head, you don't go backwards. You let the guy run up and take it. So Hilliard, I don't know for sure what Coach Maupin and his staff coaches on kick return. But a lot of times that's what your rule ends up being. So if that's the case, I mean, Hilliard, he could have went and blocked somebody rather than just watching, right? But he wasn't supposed to come back and get it if that's how they teach it.
All right, so Hornet football at the 35-yard line here to start the second half. And let's see if the Hornets can get this second half started off quick. It'll be Worsham and Bjork. They'll give it to Worsham. Worsham trying to get the right side. He makes a man miss, trying to ground the corner at the 40. And he'll get out to the 43-yard line, so a nice gain of 7. Get a gain of 8 to start the second half.
And the Hornets are going with that 6 offensive lineman set. They're running one off now, but the first play they had their 6 offensive linemen again. Looks like maybe they're going with that more than going with the tight end set just to get an extra blocker in there.
So 2nd down and 2 after the 8-yard gain on first down. Now go to Worsham. Worsham got a nice hole up the middle. He's going to have the Acre Pharmacy first down out to the 48-yard line. A new set of downs here for the Hornets.
And again, another good start to a drive. We've had nearly every drive so far. We're able to run the ball a little bit, able to get a first down or two. It's just a matter of keeping that drive going and finishing in the end zone.
So 1st and 10 here from the 49-yard line. The Hornets try to run it a little more here in the second half. Hilliard, your motion man. I'll go to Worsham. Worsham trying to work the right side. Oh, a nice move. Across the 45. He may go to the house. Across the 30. Got one man to beat at the 10, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give him 6 as Jaden Worsham goes 51 yards to the house for the American Pie Pizza touchdown to start the second half.
There it is. Jaden finally able to break through for the first scores of the game. Able to make a really good move at the line of scrimmage on the outside linebacker, and then had a really good block by Elijah locking that corner up, and he just outran everybody else to the pylon.
So big play there for Worsham. And we asked for a quick start to start the second half. We got the quick start to start the second half.
I think that's what Coach Moppin was looking for to start the game, but I guess it took a little bit of a half to get there. Oh, that's blocked.
And they do block it. And so with 11:16 to go in the third, your Hornets lead this one 6-0.
Again, that's one we've talked about it all year. Timing is imperative. On that extra point and on field goals, and that one just took too long. Gave that guy coming off the edge more than enough time to get there and block it. He probably could have stopped and waited for it for a second if he needed to.
All right, so 6-0 here with 11:16 to go in our third. Hornets finally get the goose egg off the scoreboard. We'll see if the defense can keep it up there on the Morrilton side.
It took a while, but we finally got there with the big play by Worsham. He's been close and close and close. He's finally able to break through.
Yeah, he didn't get caught on that one.
No, didn't get caught. Well, the guy that caught him last time is the corner that Elijah took care of at the start of the play, so he didn't have to worry about Chisholm catching him that time. He could outrun everybody else.
All right, so Forrest. I believe that's still who we got. It is Cooper Forrest out there kicking. We'll see what the Hornets decide to do here in the kick game.
See if they pooch it back to 13, I think, standing right here. That's where they went last time.
Just a quick update. Got a score update from Sylvan Hills. They're battling Catholic tonight as this kickoff returnable from the 29. Trying to get around the middle of the field where his blockers are. He's running through Hilliard there out to the 40. Powell keeps going to the 41-yard line, and it's great field position for Morrilton to start the second half.
And see who came in and laid the final hit to finish the tackle?
I missed that. Who was it?
Cooper Forrest. Kicker came in, put his head in there to finish it up.
You like a kicker that'll get his nose dirty every once in a while. So Sylvan Hills trails Catholic 35-0 at the half.
Not right where you want to be, but, growing pains of a new head coach, new regime there. That's how it goes a lot of times.
So Barry set at quarterback to start the second half for Morrilton. They'll go to Tate up the middle, and the Hornets are ready for him at the 40-yard line. Let's see.
Ball?
Did the ball come out?
Coach Moppin thinks so.
And it did. Hornets recover it. The Hornets get the turnover, and what a start to the second half.
Jonathan Williams, I think. Yeah, Jonathan Williams, the guy that gets in there, forced the fumble. I didn't see who stood up with the ball. I didn't even see it come out. Coach Moppin sure saw it come out. He was standing on the 40 telling the refs that it was his ball.
Yeah, it definitely. It's hard to tell where it came out of there at, but Bubba Johnson was one of the ones in there. I'm trying to see.
Jonathan Williams was the first one. I don't know that he forced it.
Oh, it's B.J. Beats. B.J. Beats is who came out of there with it. It's hard to tell. B.J.'s got it. He had it all held up into his elbow like he was the running back with it when he was sitting there dancing, so I missed it. And so Bjork and the offense back on the field. This time, Worsham, he's in trouble. They're trying the reverse. He pitched it to him. They want to throw this, and no, that's not going anywhere. Timmons has dropped all the way back at the 48-yard line. Hornets fortunate just to hold on to the football after that play.
I don't even know if they were trying to throw it. It may have just looked like that because he had nowhere to go, and he kind of set up, try and make guys miss, and that's – I mean, that you expect a shot play after a big turnover like that, but that's one that took too long, and now you're, second and 23. Not what you like to see.
No, that's not how you want to start after the turnover. You usually want to take a shot and go downfield, not go the wrong direction. Well, this time they'll go with Worsham. A very crowded backfield. Boy, Morrilton came with a ton of pressure on that one, all the way back now to the 45-yard line, and the Hornets are going the wrong direction on this one.
They didn't take it. They didn't take it too well. They just gave a big play, and they're trying to. They came out playing with a little bit extra on this possession.
And the Hornets are going to need a big play just to get a first down here. They'll take the extra offensive lineman off the field. Newell and Worsham are going to be in the backfield with Bjork. Two receivers of the far side. Cato Hunter's our nearest receiver. I'm going to move Newell in motion to the far side. Fake it to Worsham. They're going to throw the screen. Worsham's got it. Worsham, that's a hold.
Yeah,
you're not going to get away with that one. Jalen Harris reached up and grabbed his shoulder pad.
Yeah, he grabbed it at the collar, too. That's one that it's pretty easy, and it was right in front of that ref, too. That was one he wasn't going to miss.
Coach Maupin, who's about half the size of Jalen Harris, comes up and has a conversation with him. Says, hey, man, don't worry about it. We'll get it back. But this is, I would assume, we'll see. It was a good gain. It would end up being 4th and 10 or 11. So, obviously, I would assume they're going to take this.
Yeah, and that's another thing. That's something I like about Coach Maupin, and I really respect is we know he's animated. We know he's loud. We know he does a lot of yelling and talking, right? But whenever one of his kids do something, make a mistake, he comes up and he talks to him. He has a conversation with him. He doesn't yell at them, get in their face, at least very often, right? He went up there and he talked to Jalen and let him know and just kind of gave him a little pat and said, it's okay, go get it next time, and just told him a little bit what he could do to fix it.
Tyler, we may have to talk about that after that play. They only moved it back 5 yards. The signal was not a hold. Worsham trying to go to the outside. He is stacked up as he got across the 40 to the 44-yard line. It was 3rd down and 30 on that play, but I'm not sure what the actual call ended up being. The official, almost like an ineligible man downfield was what he signaled. They only backed it up 5 yards. It was not called a hold. I'm not 100% sure what that was.
Yeah, I stopped watching it.
I was watching our official as he made the call, and I didn't see him call hold, and then they only backed it up 5 yards.
I guess maybe if the screen pass
maybe they're saying
was caught in front of the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that's what it was. Either way, Timmons on the punt. He gets the kick away. It's a good kick. Fair catch called for at the 26 and made by McNabb, and that's where Morrilton will start the drive.
Let's see. I got it pulled up. We'll see what he signaled first.
It is an eligible man, yeah. I was able to get to it, too.
So they were doing all that coaching up because he held him and they didn't even call a hold on him.
It was definitely a hold, too.
Yeah.
We got away with one of those on the 80-yard run last week by Worsham. We weren't going to get away. Jalen was getting called for something on that one.
Guess they said they got out too early. He caught it behind the line of scrimmage.
So Barry's got it, fakes it, wants to throw it, looking for the slot receiver. Oof. Oh, my goodness, what a hit. I think that's Newell. No, that's Barham, I think, on the other side over there.
That's one you're going to throw that quick out. I mean, it's essentially like a little bubble, too, because he's so short. But that other receiver's got to get that corner blocked. Otherwise, you see hits like that because the guy catching the ball has no idea what's coming up behind him.
It's a gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Devil Dogs. Bear, they want to throw it again, looking left, throwing deep. Had his man flat-footed, and McNabb couldn't quite run it down. It'll be incomplete, but Cato.
Oh, that was a close one.
Yeah, Cato turned, and that's a good throw. McNabb may be still running to the end zone.
Yeah, Cato wasn't ready for that one to go deep, and he had to turn around and try and play catch-up there because McNabb got behind him, and then he got that left hand on the chest of McNabb a little bit early there. I was thinking maybe we'd get a flag, but we didn't, and I'll take it.
Yeah. So 3rd and 7 Hornets leading this one 6-0 after the 51-yard touchdown run by Jaden Worsham.
They're going to come back over
throw.
here.
Barry wants to throw. They found something, and boy, there's the flag. I was about to say, I'm pretty certain that was PI, and they will call it on Hunter. Hunter protesting to no avail. It's going to be another Acre Pharmacy first down via penalty for the Devil Dogs.
Yeah, I think he ran the slant, and he got in his way. He cut it off, but instead of trying to go for the ball, he just kind of kept his hands on McNabb there and slowed up his momentum. If he tries to go through that and just cut in front of him and get his hand on the ball, you might not get that call, but he never really even attempted for it.
Yeah, the big issue, too, was it really probably could have just been called a defensive hold, as when he was trying to get into a slant before the ball was in the air, Cato was holding him by the hip. So.
Had a lot of hands, a lot of hand
fight, so it's the right call. The Hornet fans don't seem to agree with it out there, but, as a biased fan, we don't agree with anything. It goes
unless
against us. Yeah.
It's for us.
Yes. Now Barry gives it away to Tate. Tate trying to push forward. He is speared at the 47.
Was that Hilliard that came in? And he got held up, and I think it may have been Hilliard that came in and threw a shoulder into his back.
2nd down and 7. As they get this one to the 47-yard line. Forte was one of the guys in on that tackle. We have to come up with a new name for Connor. He can't be Baby Cakes anymore since he does most of his damage on the defensive side now.
Emptying it out.
Well, they're throwing more than I thought. Barry, that ball came out funny. I'm not sure if he got hit on the throw or if it just slipped out of his hands, but either way, 3rd down and 7.
If he didn't get hit, it definitely didn't go where he wanted it to go. I think Elijah, man, Newell, he's been fired up these past few plays. I think he's starting to feel it. Maybe they can give him a chance whenever we get the ball back, see if he can't make another play.
Yeah, Elijah kind of got that look like he's wanting to take it over right now.
He's feeling it right now.
Barry will look to the sideline as they'll get the new play call in.
See if they don't go on this one-on-one with Cato on McNabb.
Now go to the right side. Nice throw. It's caught. And he's going to, let's see, forward progress. Let's see if they back it up.
Yeah, he can't. He once he spun, he tried to take another step forward. I think they're going to
give him the first down
a little bit more, though. Nope, he
gave him that spot. He's right on it.
White hat signal. Well, now he's.
It's going to be close.
I think he's got his fist up though. He needs to hold it straight up, not in front of you. In front of you looks like you're going for a first down.
I'm surprised they're not measuring this. This is right on the 46-yard line, which is what they needed for the first down.
It looks like from here. It looks like the stick is on at least the middle of that hash, and it's not. They have it right behind the hash up here.
They're going to go to Tate here. Now we got a timeout, Devil Dogs. So Morrilton wants to talk about it here with 6:16 to go in the 3rd.
That's whenever he got slung around, and he was definitely a yard in front of the sticks on the first time he came around on the circle, but then he tried to come back forward, similar to what Bubba did the first half, but Bubba was able to get all of it back.
So looking at our first half stats, thanks to the great Jim Ashley, Morrilton, the Hornet defense really did a good job in that first half in what was an ugly half offensively. Held Dustin Tate to 15 carries for 23 yards. Passing-wise, Maddox Berry was 2 out of 12 for 15 yards. And the Hornets offensively, it was all Jaden Worsham in that first half, most of which coming on that one big run. Worsham in the first half had 11 carries for 112 yards. You can add a little more than 60, so he is pushing 200 yards here in the 3rd quarter. Could be a huge night for Worsham. Elijah Newell, 3 carries for 20 yards. Bubba Johnson, 4 for 17. Bjork was 4 out of 10 for 80 yards in that first half.
Yeah, I think we're definitely going to get over the 200-yard mark. I think he's got a pretty good shot, Worsham does.
Yep, as long as he stays healthy the rest of the second half, I don't see anything's going to keep him from it.
Man.
And now they changed their mind. I'd watch for the fake here as they bring the punt unit on. Newell going to run back late. They're going to squeeze the line. Let's see if they actually kick this.
They still kicking.
I'm shocked they're kicking this. That's an interesting play call. Newell makes the catch, and he'll be tackled immediately at the 16-yard line.
I guess they must have been trying to get them to jump off sides when they all moved in and huddled up from up front. And then if it didn't work, they were just going to kick it away, play the field position battle.
I mean, are you as surprised as I am? They didn't. I know it's just a 6-0 game. A lot of football left, but they were in. Now they're going to play the field position game, I guess, here. But you were 4th and inches, and you got Tate, who's at least fallen forward on just about every run. They haven't really lost yardage on much today.
I thought they were going to come out and fake it, but you feel good about your defense still. You've only given up 1 touchdown, right? So I think you feel if you can play field position, give yourself a chance on the next possession.
Let's fake the handoff. Oh, boy, he had Timmons, and he overthrew him.
That's one that 26 for Morrill. I think if he's looking, he's just looking to, play the receiver. If he's looking for the ball, there's a chance he could get a hand on it.
Now, Elijah Newell, I think, might have been shaken up a little bit on that punt return as he's not getting any treatment, but came off with a little bit of a limp. He's standing on the sideline over here next to Coach Burcham, looks like waiting to go back in. Barham late off the field. They'll get him off with 6:01. They got 10 seconds to snap this. Now Bjork, straight run to the left side, trying to get around the corner. He is hit hard at the 16. No gain on the play. And bring up 3rd and 10, and now Coach McNabb's decision to punt it's looking better and better.
Yeah, not a lot going there. And, they're on the short side of the field on that left hash, and then Bjork, to start the play, he had to run pretty lateral, and he just ran out of room there before anything else.
So 3rd down and 10. Bjork gives it away to Worsham. Worsham dancing in the hole, nothing there. Good defense here on this possession by the Devil Dogs.
Ball came out late, but the whistle had definitely blown.
Yeah, they were marking it at the 24. The official had to turn around and go chase it down. A 3-yard gain on the play is going to bring up 4th and 7, and we'll likely see Alan Timmons into punt.
And see, this is where, like you said, it looks like he may have won the field position battle a little bit there just based off where they are. See where they end up. But
and the Hornets now 0 of 6 on 3rd downs.
It's like they're missing a lot of people.
Yeah, we don't have nearly enough guys. They're going to have to take the delay of game, and another penalty, another PI roofing penalty going to be assessed on the Hornets because we can't get lined up.
Do they have all 11 now?
Thought I counted 12 the first time.
I think I got 11.
Yeah, I think you're right. All right, so Timmons will try this again now on 4th and 12. He's got the wind to his back. Just got it away. And this one takes a Hornet roll, picked up. Nice play there. And a smart, heady play by the return man. Was that McNabb? I can't tell.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. What? Now, you want to talk about being extra dangerous if you're McNabb picking that up. If you don't field that cleanly, you don't just have to hear about that when on the bus ride home.
You hear about it at home.
Yeah, all weekend until Sunday when you look at film, and then you get to hear about it some more. So McNabb is going to set Morrilton up with great field position, though, on the play, as it'll be Morrilton football at the 32. And so because they punted it and because I'm not a coach, I sit up here and call this stuff, they actually gained 16, 17 yards out of the decision not to punt. So
trusted his unit that's been playing good.
See if they go back to the air. Barry Will, he wants to throw it looking left. They want McNabb. And they have found something here in trying to pick on Cato Hunter. It's not worked yet, but they're sure trying it.
Yeah, no more Worsham. Obviously he's probably a little tired from some of those run plays trying to keep his legs fresh for this half, but they got Cato out there on him, and he's not giving up a catch, but it's just been it's looked like there's been a few more chances, but I mean I can't give Cato all the credit right now. It's still no catches right now, on him.
Nick Abrams has scored for Robinson. They're now up 26-14, so trying to pull away in that one in the third with 6.5 to go. The Hornets show pressure. Barry wanting to throw, got a good pocket, throws it up over the middle. And that one's going to fall incomplete as Newell was there trying to get the interception.
Yeah, it wasn't really any room there. They were trying to sneak it right behind that second level But really good coverage by Newell. He saw it, and he got there. He almost got there in time to pick it off.
You know, you talk about how teams can kind of set the tempo in basketball a lot of times. You play a team that likes to slow it down and muddy the game up. And when you're at home, you want to battle through that, not let a team play at their pace. We're kind of having that happen to us in football right now. Morrilton's playing this game exactly how they want this game to be played. Barry wants to throw it up over the middle and too much on it. And let's see if they get a flag. No flags.
No, they're going to say feet, and feet getting tangled up is not a penalty. So that's what they're going to say. They're going to say he didn't really do it on purpose. That just kind of got tripped up on each other as he kind of tried to cut underneath him.
So 4th and 10. Let's see if Coach McNabb wants to try to keep the field position game going here. Looks like the offense will stay on the field, although they're all kind of waiting for a play call to come in. But Barry and Tate will stay in the backfield as the offense is on the field.
Try and get them to jump off sides, make it a little bit easier. No.
And they will snap it. Barry wants to throw, looking left, throwing, Newell in coverage. Good coverage. A late PI roofing penalty. And I'll wait and hear what your thoughts are on that one.
Well, if we go back and look at it, looks like Newell tried to go through the receiver to get it, and I don't know how much he gets on the ball. If he gets a hand on the ball, you might have more of an argument not to throw that flag, but kind of looks like he went through the back of the receiver, and the receiver has the opportunity to catch that ball, and you can't get to him first. I think he got there early too. I think what Coach Maupin is trying to say is it wasn't catchable. Now that argument I might be able to buy a little bit more, but Newell definitely went through the receiver to try and get to the ball.
Oh, we almost had a really good view. Our field cam was just off to the left, so you can't see it completely. I think the ball was definitely catchable. It was just it was bang, bang. Newell might have been there a step early. So either way, it's another first down via PI roofing penalty, so sets up a fresh set of downs for the Devil Dogs. This time they'll go to Tate. Tate trying to work the left side. He broke a tackle inside the 20, dragging Hornets with him down to the 16-yard line. Gained 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Devil Dogs.
I think that was their first run of the possession, right? They threw it those first 3 or 4 times. Yeah. Not what they really do too often, but getting back on the ground. But not a whole lot's worked for them yet. They're just trying to get something going. Maybe they thought throw the ball a couple times, loosen up the box so we can get some positive yards on the ground.
So under 4 to play here in the 3rd. McNabb's your motion man. This may be a double pass. Yeah, McNabb makes the catch, wants to throw. The pressure's all over him. Now McNabb just throws it into the dirt. He had a guy open, and he just couldn't set his feet to throw it to him.
We both saw it from the start. You got to know who the guy is going in motion, and he's going in backwards motion. That's double pass. Well, double pass, whatever you want to call it.
Halfback, wide receiver pass, jet sweep pass. I don't care.
It's a tricky pass.
When that wide receiver goes backwards immediately. I mean, and obviously we have a better view of being able to see it from way up here. But that's the key you've got to read pretty much right off the bat, and the Hornets did that time. Great job.
Almost got a really nice sack. He came in. That's one of those where you almost came running in a little bit too fast. You weren't able to make the play.
So 3rd down and 6. Tate will go in motion this time. Barry looking left, screen set up. He's got his man a lot of room in front of him. It's going to be an easy touchdown for the Devil Dogs from 17 yards out. And I'm trying to figure out what this argument is. Maupin's unhappy about something.
Does he want ineligible downfield like we got on our screen pass?
And they are not going to call it. The touchdown's going to count. I'm not sure, but run Frost on late. Maupin not going to get the call. The kick is up. Did he miss it? No, he just got it inside the uprights, and with 3:37 to go in the 3rd, Morrilton takes the lead, 7-6.
I'm still trying to figure out maybe a hold or. I'm gonna go back and watch that.
Yeah, I was going to, but let me jump on. I got to do an update here, but. So with 3:37 left here in our 3rd quarter, Morrilton has taken a 7-6 lead. And we'll see if the offense is able to come out and respond here on this drive.
And he's got to be looking for an eligible downfield. And in his defense, if they're going to call an eligible downfield on our screen pass, I mean, if it was one on us, it should have been one on them because it's the same situation.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit of a different screen. We threw it to the running back, but the running back, when we caught it, we were still behind the line of scrimmage. The offensive linemen weren't, but the ball carrier was. And right there, the offensive linemen were upfield past the line of scrimmage, but the receiver was behind the line of scrimmage. So it's the same situation. So if they called it on the first one, they should have called it on the second one.
Ready to kick this one off. Looks like we're going to get another pooch. This one a little deeper. Will be returnable at the 30. Looking for some blocks. Going to try to come across. Oh, what a block. Trying to get around the corner. Across the 30. 35. Newell back. So that's Worsham. Worsham breaks a tackle. And Worsham runs about 35 yards to pick up about 5. And the Hornets will start this possession at the 37-yard line.
I thought we almost got another blindside block. We almost got the first one, I guess, and then there was a hold that if the ref was on the sideline like he is in a regular play rather than a kickoff, I think we would have got that too. But missed both of them, able to get positive yardage, not bad field position to start. And now you just got to do something with the yardage that you've gained, just make it count on this possession.
Yeah, you need to get the running game going here. Get something on track as the offense has been stuck in the mud most of it. Now they're going to throw it. Ball's tipped at the line of scrimmage. Hornets fortunate that one fell to the turf as big number 27 got a paw on that one.
Good play by inside backer right there to know he's not going to get there, so he's going to jump up, get his hands up, and try and knock it down.
It's Timothy Mallett who got a piece of that one. So 2nd down and 10 here for the Hornets. Bjork wants to throw. Got Newell. Newell's got some room in front of him. A lot of white jerseys, but he breaks the first tackle. They're trying to get that football out of there.
Good.
And Newell's got the Acre Pharmacy first down out to the 49-yard line.
Good by Elijah. I think he felt that first tug, and he wasn't quite ready for it. He threw that second hand on, and he made sure he held on to it the rest of the time.
So 1st and 10 here for the Hornets. 3 minutes to go on the third. Bjork fakes it to Bubba. They're going to throw to Worsham. That's Frost out there. And Frost cannot break free at midfield. Maybe a yard on the play. As Frost still playing with a cast on his left hand, so he's quite limited.
Yeah, from this angle, it looked like if he just stays outside, he might have had a shot to at least gain a few more yards. Don't know that he's going to break it or anything, but at least a couple more. But I kind of like what they're doing. They're spreading them out and getting it to their playmakers on the edge and trying to make the defensive backs make some plays. And we've been able to get some good yardage off of it. Not so much that time.
Now Bjork, he'll pitch this one. Worsham looking for some room. Found some room. Across the 40. Breaks a tackle inside the 30. Pushed out of bounds as he gets inside the 20-yard line. And a great run there by Jaden Worsham all the way down to the 16-yard line. That should put him over 200 for the night as the Hornets get inside the red zone down to the 25-yard line, 26-yard line after the Acre Pharmacy first down.
Yeah, really good run right there. He's able to set it up himself. He's got his right tackle out there blocking, but they've set the edge defensively. So he takes one step inside, makes the outside backer guess and step inside, and he's able to get the edge on him again. Just make him wrong.
Bjork gives it away. A big hole. Worsham to the right. Worsham gets around the corner to the 10. Going to be pushed out of bounds at the 8-yard line. He'll be a couple of yards shy of a first down and bring up 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, starting to get a few gashes here. Just keep it moving. And Bjork came running over to Coach Bertram this time. I think they're looking for something. Maybe they saw something they like for this play. See what they're going to draw up.
Short yardage has been an issue. Morrilton's done a good job of stuffing the Hornets at the line of scrimmage. Let's see if they try to get something to the perimeter. They go right up the middle, and again, boy, Morrilton all over that one in the backfield. They're going to lose 2 yards on the play back to the 10. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Yeah, just sent the house on that one. They had 5 or 6 white jerseys in the backfield quick on that one. Running Bubba in.
So big third down here, 7-6 ball game, and not sure how much we trust the kicking situation, as I don't think we've tried a field goal all year that I can remember at this point.
I think early we tried a couple here maybe, but didn't go great.
Bjork rolling left. He's got a man out there. Throws it to the back of the end zone, running it down.
Yeah.
Got it. Touchdown, Hornets, as Bjork finds that Cato? I think it's Cato. Or Barham.
I think you're right on Cato.
And it is. So Cato Hunter gets in the back of the end zone and finds the football for the touchdown. And the Hornets now lead this one 12-7 with 1:08 to go in the third. And I'm happy for my guy Cato Hunter to finally get in the end zones.
Yeah, it was a good-looking route by Cato. Ran in, and then he broke it late. And all Bjork has to do is lay it up, get it over that D-back's head, and Cato made a good adjustment, ran underneath it. Going to go for 2 now, try and get that point back. False start.
Whistle, PI roofing penalty. And so to bring up another attempt here from a little further back.
It's not going to change the attempt. Still going to go for 2. Just got a few more yards you got to get.
Yeah. Hey, it just gives you a little more room to work.
That's what you get too close, and it makes it more difficult sometimes, especially against a stout defense.
Now some more confusion as the Hornets running different guys on and off the field.
They don't got enough now. I think they do. You need one more, yep.
No, they may not get this all. They got 10 seconds to snap it. We're under 10.
They're not even. Oh. Make sure we're set. No, they're going to get it.
They did get it off.
No, but they didn't. The motion started before Elijah got set out there.
So they're going to lose another 5 yards. Again, communication at the field level right now is a struggle for the Hornets.
All right, so you turn a 3-yard 2-point conversion into a 13-yard 2-point conversion.
All right, we'll see what they got here. We just scored on the 10-yard touchdown pass. And now we got another whistle.
I think they hadn't had the ball set. They were just getting it set, I think, that time. So we're
All
going
right.
to reset it.
Some balls at the 12. Everybody's confused. You'd think this is week 0 or something. All right, so we need a 10-yard touchdown. Now we need a 12-yard conversion. Fakes it, throwing, looking for Hunter. Cato back there, couldn't quite get to it as Hunter couldn't run underneath it. So the 2-point conversion fails, and with 1:08 to go in the third, your Hornets lead this one 12-7.
That was one that was dropped in a spot that just Cato could get to it, but it was just a hand lengths away from Cato being able to get something on it to catch it. But
the defender had a little bit of hip, maybe a little pant jersey there, but didn't get called. I don't know that it made much of a difference in the play anyway.
at least you get the lead back and let your defense go to work again. They've given up one drive. That drive, unfortunately, ended in a touchdown, right? But every other drive so far is not, really giving up anything. They've given up a few yards here and there, but as opposed to just that one. So if they can just do what they've done the rest of the game, you feel not too bad. It's just a matter of keeping that energy up.
That's the key. The defense has played really well outside of that one drive, so really you just want your defense out there to come out and do it one more time.
And really that drive they did well. You just had the pass interference on the fourth down.
You had the drive stopped, and that pass interference, it kind of could have went either way.
They do kick it deep.
Going to be returnable from the 15. That's Tate. Tate with a head of steam at the 30, cut back inside to his blockers to the 37-yard line. And that's where 33-yard line. That's where Morrilton will start this drive.
And not much difference there from whenever they pooch kick it. So pretty much the same result, whether you're kicking it deep or kicking it to that up guy.
Quick update from BB. Robinson with 4:24 left in the third leads that one 26-21.
Man, it's making our game against BB look a little bit different.
Right. Makes you wonder. I know there's no Tank Reese in that game. Shouldn't make it's a big difference, but no Tank.
Well, he didn't play our whole game last week either because he got hurt first
play.
Yeah.
I was watching. Looks like Quentin Murphy is hurt as well. They just now got Murphy up off the field over there, so Murphy's banged up as well.
And we know he was banged up coming into the game because we know there's no way he came out of the game last week completely healthy.
So I'll tell a story about that after this snap, but something interesting that I found from that after talking to Coach Escola last weekend. But Morrilton, second down here in about 6. Low snap. Barry picks it up and gives it to Tate. Tate's got room, breaks the first tackle. Out across the 45-yard line, all the way to the 48. That'll be an Acre Pharmacy first down. But, yeah, so, Tyler, I asked, I was trying to get some injury updates after that game, and I did not follow up. It sounds like Tank Reese's season may be done, unfortunately for the Senators. Then I asked about Quentin Murphy. I said, what's the deal with Quentin? Is he okay? And Coach kind of laughed, and he said, what do you mean? I said, is he hurt? I said, he couldn't even walk off the field at the end of the game. He said, no, he's just dramatic. He said he was out laughing and talking and walking around after the game. So that was some heck of a dramatics, though, if you ask me, because he looked pretty darn beat up after that game.
Yeah,
but
I don't know. Coach Escola, your coach talk, I don't know that I believe all of it on that one. There was something going on with him at least sometime.
No doubt. All right, that's going to do it for our third. We'll be back here with our fourth quarter on the Maumelle Sports Network.
Hello?
Hello, Roofers Are Us.
Hello, your ad says same-day leak repair. I called yesterday and nobody has been out.
That was a typo in the ad. It was supposed to say someday roof repair. Who you think we are? PI Roofing?
If you have a leaky roof, you need it fixed right away. Call your roof leak detectives at PI Roofing and get the leak stopped right away. We're ready at a moment's notice all year long. Call 501-687-6246 for same-day roof repair from PI Roofing.
All right, we are back here from Hornets Stadium on the campus of Maumelle High School, and what is a construction zone, as we haven't even talked about that, but the facilities upgrades are humming right along, and we will hopefully be in that indoor facility very soon. But we're ready for the fourth quarter here, see if the defense can step up and get a stop. 1st and 10 for the Devil Dogs. Barry fakes it, throws left, got his man. That's caught. Going to be about an 8-yard gain out to the 44. So 2nd down and 2 here for the Devil Dogs.
Just again trying to take advantage of the off coverage, just throw that quick game. That's the only thing passing wise that's really worked for them so far, just little quick hitches and stuff. And obviously one screen pass.
Yeah. So 2nd down and 2. And Barry hands it to Tate. Tate met in the backfield, but he's able to pull forward. He's got the Acre Pharmacy first down to the 41-yard line. A new set of downs here for Morrilton.
Joe Mason looks like he's the first guy there. Just wasn't able to get him wrapped up and taken down. Maybe we'll get the first down.
Quick update from BB as BB's got the ball and driving. Quentin Murphy was injured on their last play. He was down for quite a while. Now up off the field, BB football. Now looking to throw to the right, wanted McNabb, and Cato just kind of stepped over and swatted it like it was a mosquito.
Yeah, I mean, they threw it behind him. He didn't have much of a chance anyway because it was behind him. So Cato got the deflection, but he deflected it from behind the receiver rather than in front of him.
I feel like you got 2 hands, Cato. Just catch it.
Well, they've been battling ever since Cato's been on there. He's been up in his face. A lot of hand work there, and just been battling between each other.
You got to give Cato a lot of credit, too. I mean, he's got some work to do as a defensive back, but he's been put on an island with some guys. I mean, go back to the Pine Bluff game. He had Courtney Crutchfield for a good portion of that game. He's done a good job this year. Now Barry wants to throw, looking left the whole time. Now wants to throw up over the middle. Got a man out there. Oh, and nearly intercepted. It was a great play. It's not Newell. Is it Timmons or Worsham? I can't tell. I think that's Worsham with the towel.
Or is it Barham?
Well, I can't tell. It looks. Yeah, I think you're right.
Barham's been that corner on top all game.
Yeah, I think you're right. He's taller than Worsham. I think you're right. I think that is Barham. So big 3rd down here. 3rd and 10, 11-15 left in the ball game. Barry fakes it. Pressure coming. They set up the screen. Hornets had him. He breaks the tackle. And inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. And it'll be decision time for Coach McNabb. Got to expect he'll go for this on what will be a 4th and 4.
It wasn't as effective last time. It almost was not effective at all. Just not able to get him down right there. I think Coach Maupin was asking again about why aren't we getting the same penalty they got.
Now Barry, 4th down. He looks to the sideline. Hornets do not jump off sides for him on this one and give him the free first down.
Good to see that they seem to have gotten that fixed for the time being.
Now they snap it. They give it away. Tate trying to break tackles, and he won't. They will not get the first down. Huge stop by the defense. Elijah Newell, one of the guys in there on that tackle.
I think they got friendly fire between the coaches about having one of them get knocked out. Oh, man.
We got a penalty. It's going to be a PI roofing, and I'm not sure they're going to – there was some conversation happening between both teams, and this might be on Morrilton, though. It's unsportsmanlike, and it is on Morrilton. So somebody had some, I would assume, colorful language on their way back to the sideline, and it's going to cost them 15 yards.
I might be wrong, but that might be the first one we've got so far this year that it's not been unsportsmanlike on us, or at least on both teams. It's the first one on another team that's gotten stepped off this year.
I feel like you're right. Because I think even the ones that were called in the Mills game, I think we had offsetting a couple of times.
Yeah.
So 15 yards after the turnover on downs, and the Hornets will have the football at the 49-yard line. And you wouldn't really put it away with 10-20 to go in the ball game, but you could make life really, really hard on this Morrilton offense that's not exactly look like a well-oiled machine. But then again, neither one of these offenses have looked much like a well-oiled machine in this ball game.
Both had their struggles tonight.
Bjork fakes it, wants to throw the long throw to Newell. Newell's got a lane. Newell's off to the races across the 40-35 out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Enough for another Acre Pharmacy first down for the Hornets. And, boy, if they give him the 30, that is one heck of a spot.
He wants to go fast.
And they are. The Hornets just were given 4 yards of field position there out to the 30-yard line. So add 4 yards to that number there, Jim.
They've got numbers over here. They like.
That's where they're looking. Pump fake. Throw it. It's got Timmons inside the 20. Timmons gets a hand to the face mask of the defensive back. He didn't like it with the extra shove. No penalty flags. And 1st and 10 again for the Hornets after another Acre Pharmacy first down to the 14.
I mean, you line up in that formation again and just see if they make an adjustment, because numbers-wise, you got them outnumbered almost by 2 over there. They got the safety over the top, but besides that, it was almost 1 over 3. Now they've got an outside backer out here to help on one guy.
I'll give it away to Worsham. Worsham, nice little stutter step across the 10-yard line. Going to be knocked down at the 8-yard line. And it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 4.
Good little drive right now. But this is a spot where we've kind of struggled today. See if you can't keep moving the ball. Stay positive, and the big thing, don't hurt yourself. Don't back yourself up with penalties.
I got to believe we're running this. No Cato Hunter, no Elijah Newell on the field right now.
And everybody's right here.
Go Bubba Johnson in the backfield on this one. And the snap gets away from Bjork. He runs it down, throws it, and it hits the turf. Whew, the Hornets catch a huge break because Bjork made a massive sophomore mistake there. That's one of those you just eat it and survive another down. Woo, Hornets catch a break.
If you're going to throw it, you throw it into the ground. Ooh.
Yeah, launch that ball to the corner of the end zone, something.
Throw it through the uprights.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just get rid of it. Either way, Hornets still with possession. 3rd down, and it looks like about 4.
Same formation. See if they're going to try it again.
Try the inside pitch. They got it to him, trying to get around the corner. I think that's Hilliard. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give him 6 as the Hornets score. That's Timmons on the touchdown.
There you go. That's the play we tried to run down here whenever they kept us out. Ran it 2 times in a row, and it just didn't work. That time was able to get everybody blocked up, and he was able to walk into the end zone. Or hop. He really hopped in the end zone.
That touchdown brought to you by American Pie Pizza. Go see our friends at 9709 Maumelle Boulevard. Got an early Razorback game at 11:30 tomorrow. Go watch the Hogs get beat by Bama and eat some good pizza.
Come on now, I can't give him a
They're
chance.
going to go with the same play, pitch inside, and give him the 2. He's got it. 2-point conversion's good. And with 9:52 to go in the ballgame, your Hornets lead this one 20-7.
Big possession there. You said it at the start. It's not going to put it away. By no means has it put it away, so there's not even no reason to even talk about it. But big possession to give you a 2-possession lead.
Hey, you know, I know I just took a shot at our Hogs, and you guys know I love our Hogs. It's a long journey to Tuscaloosa. I know I'm hoping our friends the Chambleys are watching tonight. I know that they made the trip down to Tuscaloosa. I saw their Facebook post earlier, but Big Baby going to get the start tomorrow, of course, at left tackle. But I want to talk about Mr. Nico Davier. 1.5 tackles for loss last week. And he had one that really got folks going, that big play in the backfield where he smashed the running back. I was happy to see Nico really get his opportunity last week and maybe kind of sort of announce himself to the SEC crowd that, hey, I'm coming.
Yeah, he made his presence known on a couple plays, that's for sure. And I knew as soon as it happened, you pull up Twitter, you pull up X, and there's Steve. He's got something on every single social media, whatever you got. Just so you know, Nico, Steve's always got your back.
That's right. That's my guy. And, of course, him and Diesel are like best buds. So this kick, I don't know that was a purposeful pooch kick, but it is. Returnable from the 30. And run down at the 40. Going to drag the pile to the 40, maybe the 42-yard line. That's where Morrilton will start this possession with 9:45 left in the ballgame.
Yeah, and they were kind of saw it after that touchdown when they came off. There were a couple heads that were hanging from Morrilton and all. They felt as if, you know, that second touchdown was kind of a dagger. That's one that still with just under 10 minutes to go, by no means is it a dagger. But if you can keep them down on themselves a little bit, it might make it for a little bit easier last 10.
So Barry still at quarterback for the Devil Dogs. He looks right. He's got McNabb. McNabb makes the catch, and he'll around Cato out to get into Hornet territory. He's going to be a yard shy of a first down, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 1.
Just a quick passing game. Only thing that's worked for them is running those quick hitches. They're bailing out hard right now. I mean, you expect them to bail out a little harder right now because they got 2 touchdowns they got to score and not a whole lot of time.
You know the ball's on the 51-yard line according to our scoreboard?
I didn't know the scoreboard would let you do that.
I didn't either. They'll give it to Tate. Tate gets out to the 56-yard line. It'll be
no, they took it off.
That's enough for the Acre Pharmacy first down.
Oh, he just made it to the 54.
54, sorry.
The 46, so you said you had both parts of what it was.
Oh, man. All right, 1st and 10 here after the Acre Pharmacy first down. Barry looking right. Oh, boy. He thought they had the interception. Instead, somehow they got it to McNabb. As Bubba Johnson was shooting across the formation, he couldn't quite get there. Another 9-yard gain for the Bulldogs, bring up 2nd and 1.
He thought he was going to undercut that one. He had a chance, just a couple steps too late, and then they're able to get some positive yardage there.
So Barry and the Devil Dogs doing a good job here in the passing game on this drive. Looking, go to the left with Tate. Tate falls forward to the 30-yard line. That's going to be enough for another Acre Pharmacy first down.
A little bit of jawing back and forth between Hilliard and number 20. They're each tapping each other on the head, and it's a half playful but half get off me tap.
So 1st down and 10. Barry wants to throw. Boy, a lot of contact. Ball's not even close to catchable, though. As it lands 6 yards out of bounds.
I mean, they're going to have to
call a hold, right?
I mean, if they call PI, it's not catchable. It landed out of bounds, but they could call a hold or illegal contact, maybe.
It looked like a lot of mutual hand fighting. Let's see what they call here. They are going to call pass interference. So the PI roofing penalty is going to go against the Hornets. It'll be a DPI. And it's going to put the ball all the way down at the 15-yard line. It'll be another Acre Pharmacy first down for Morrilton.
I'm not saying you couldn't have called something there, but that's the one that I don't know with how the ball was thrown that you could have called it as much.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 5-yard difference, but either way, I didn't think there's any chance at pass interference there, as the ball wasn't even remotely catchable. So either way, 1st and 10 for the Devil Dogs from the 15 with 8:28 to go in the ball game. Barry gives it up the middle. Tate just gets stacked up as Hornet defensive line does a good job that time.
Yeah, and you want to give credit to those two shades, 2 techniques, however they got them lined up. They shift back and forth, but they've been a big reason. BJ Beats in there, and I think Forte's been the other one a lot of the time. Just clogging it up in there, not giving him anywhere to go. He gets up there, he's running into a wall of white there because they're not able to get any movement.
Dropping, looking to throw is Barry. Rolling to his right, being chased, throws it up, and Hunter trying not to get called for interference. I think he interfered before he turned out of his route. Hornets don't get called for it, and it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was pretty clean. I mean, they were hand fighting the whole time, but as McNabb went to turn, he let go of them, and I think their feet got tied up again, but there's nothing you can do about that. I thought at the end that Cato kind of nicked something on his ankle. He kind of came hopping out of there, but I think he was just excited a little bit.
BB has just taken the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's 27-26 Badgers right now. And if Murphy is as banged up as it seems, that could be a problem for Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give this one away to Tate. Tate trying to get around the outside and get him around the shoulder pads and knock him out of bounds. I think that was Larry over there, or Mason. Yeah. It's the right body type. I just can't tell who it is.
I think it's Larry. I think it's 33. Yeah, PA agrees with us.
I don't think I realized just how hard some of these numbers are to read from across the field till tonight.
Well, and a lot of times they got their jerseys are tucked up and all. It makes it a 3 and a 2 can look very similar whenever the jersey's not all the way down.
Oh, I thought for a minute earlier, I saw 63 Maldonado out there. I thought we had 2 53s on the field because his is all bunched up. Now Barry on 4th down, rolling, throwing right, got McNabb. McNabb makes the catch inside the 5.
I think he gets it.
And he got it. Yeah, he's got it by a couple of yards. So an Acre Pharmacy 1st down to the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Devil Dogs.
Going to get back in their little double sniffer set that they've ran, and they've ran it out of it nearly every time. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm sure they've got a couple of passes off of it, but they've showed all run out of it so far.
1st and goal. Bad snap, got it. And Tate is stacked up at the 2 and driven back to the 5. They'll spot it at the 2. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Just waiting for him to try and throw a little something, try and catch one on you right here because it's been run out of this formation.
And no Cato on the field now. Newell's got McNabb. As Barry looks to the sideline for the play call. Now Tate with it, big hole. Touchdown Devil Dogs as Destin Tate gets the American Pie Pizza touchdown, and with 6:53 to go in this ball game, Wilson's cut the lead to 20-13, pending our extra point.
Yeah, and they ran that. It was a little cutback lane right to the left, but pre-snap, if you were looking on the sideline, Coach Moffin was trying to get them to shift that whole D-line over to the defensive right, and they didn't get it called in whenever they wanted to.
Extra point is up, and it is good. And with 6:53 to go in the ball game, your Hornets lead this one 20-14.
Just under 7 minutes. Again, another big drive here. If you want to keep that 2-possession lead if you can, especially whenever you've got you're 1 point short because you had that mixed extra point and then you didn't get the 2-point conversion on one time. You really want to keep that because if not, it's a 1-possession game, but it's a 1-possession game where they can take the lead with an extra point.
Well, this ought to get a few more people on our stream right now. We've got some good ball games going on. If you were watching the Sylvan Hills Sports Network, we appreciate you jumping over here to watch this one. I haven't checked the score on that one, but I know it was not great.
Not great.
At least not great if you're a Sylvan Hills fan, I should say.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you're Catholic, you
Yep.
said? Yeah, if you're a Catholic fan, it's going pretty well.
I think the game's already over. Either that or they quit the stream. They said we're done. It does look like that one is over. The final on that one was 42-0 Catholic. Now the return man finding some room across the 25. He's going to be tackled well out of bounds.
Guess they're going to say momentum took him down, but he got tackled in the red over there.
Yeah, he was way on the sideline. The score was rough in that Sylvan Hills Catholic game, but not quite as rough as it was in the Jacksonville Benton game.
Oh, I saw that one at halftime.
Yeah. Final on that one was 70-0.
Shades of the Broncos.
Yeah, goodness gracious. Wow.
Looked a little bit, at least they didn't give up 70 to the Chiefs last night.
Yeah. All right, so the Hornet offense back on the field as Bjork gives it away to Worsham. Worsham trying to find some help around the corner. Just does turn the corner. He's going to get 3 on the play out to the 40-yard line. It was a heck of a lot of running to get 3.
He got tackled after he stepped out of bounds, and some of the Hornet coaches wanted a penalty, but the whistle didn't blow until he came back in bounds and then got tackled. So it was just slow whistle by the refs there. Nothing you can really do at that point.
He played to the whistle. I thought the same thing when he kind of cut between those two guys, but you're right. There's a question in our comments I want to get to when action slows a little bit, but it's not slowing right now. Worsham tackled, no gain on the play, out to the 40-yard line again. Cole Asher apparently wants to turn this game into a Razorback podcast since I made my comment about the Razorbacks. He asked if he thought, and maybe Cole is a Morrilton fan in our stream, and if so, we appreciate all the Morrilton fans. We love having our opposing teams here watching the games, but he asked about Jacoby Criswell, and I'll finish that up here in just a minute. Now Bjork fakes it, wants to throw deep. He's got his man, throws there, caught by Hunter.
Adjustment.
Hunter at the 30, and going to be pulled down at the 29-yard line. Great throw and catch from Bjork to Hunter. That'll be an Acre Pharmacy first down.
Great adjustment by Cato there. And Bjork put it in a good spot for him to make that adjustment. So really good combination there.
John Tate has got another field goal. Give Robinson the lead. 29-27 with 9:57 left in that one.
Now they're going to let the clock bleed a little bit.
And they'll give this one away up the middle. Good job just to get something out of that as he was met in the backfield.
That time it was Bubba. There's been a couple times that they've had a guy come free and our back's been able to make them miss and at least get some positive yardage there. Worsham did it once and Bubba just did it there.
Hornets, as you said, letting this clock run down. We're going to be under 5 minutes when they snap this one. It's 2nd down and 8.
They're going to wait, but God, you just got your offensive line that got down so early.
Get this one under 5 before they snap it. Johnson, motion man. They're going to go Bjork on the draw. Bjork finding some room. He's got a first down inside the 20. It's another Acre Pharmacy first down for the Hornets. They're on that carry by Bjork.
And Sublett did jump right before the snap on that one. They didn't see it. Morrilton saw it. They were pointing at him, but able to get away with one there.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
We get away. Yeah. So 4:28 and counting here. This one will get down to around 4:10 when they snap it. Worsham back on the field. I was watching Mop, and I think he enjoyed the play call there. They may go right back to the quarterback draw. Instead, they go Worsham. Worsham going to go back across the field trying to break some tackles.
Ugh.
He just couldn't squirt free. Instead, no gain on the play to bring up 2nd down and 10.
That first one, he almost had a little bit of help breaking that first tackle to spring him a little bit further out right, but just couldn't get by it all.
So 3:50 and counting here. But, yeah, so go back to Cole responding. He just likes talking sports. I'm with you, man. That's why we had the podcast before this, and one of these days I'm going to bring the podcast back.
Yeah. Yeah.
I keep saying that. I'm going to bring it back one of these days. Got 10 seconds to snap this one, so it'll be about 3:28 when they snap it. Bjork's got it. He's going to roll to his left. Wants to throw it deep, wants Newell, back corner of the end zone. Newell comes back for it. What an adjustment by Elijah Newell. Give him 6 as Andrew Bjork finds Newell from 16 or 19 yards out.
Yep, you can get excited.
Ineligible
Steve,
man downfield. Or?
I think you're going to get a hold. On the rollout. It's tough on the rollout. I think they got their hands. They got them extended. They threw it.
So take the 6 off the board after the PI roofing penalty. Folks at PI will not be allowed at American Pie Pizza tomorrow after that. They took a touchdown off the board. So it'll be holding on the Hornets. And it's 2nd and 10 again? No.
20.
We're at the...
Yeah, the first down.
Okay, sorry, you're right. And now they'll hand this one away over the right side inside the 25, battling down to the 20-yard line.
Bubba got 9 of it back.
So that'll bring up a 3rd down. I mean, if anything, at least it's going to let you run some more clock off. If you get another minute or so off the clock and score again, that pass interference may have helped you win the game.
Yeah, as long as you still score. If
you
don't, that's where it does really hurt you, obviously.
So 3rd and 11. Now Bjork fakes it, throws it. It's got Newell with blockers. Newell got to get inside. Down to the 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give him 6 as Elijah Newell bullies his way into the end zone. And the Hornets extend their lead out to 26-14 with 2:34 to go.
Steve, you can get as excited as you want on that one. There's no laundry on the play for that touchdown.
Oh, man, I don't know. I don't know that I want Kayla to be replaying all those angles and seeing me jump up and down and get excited, though. I forget we got this booth cam now.
She'll send you that one and say, look, you got to put this one on X this weekend.
So Forrest on to attempt the extra point. It's blocked.
He came through the middle.
Yeah, he did. Didn't even no one blocked that guy. Goodness gracious. He was just standing there waiting on it, like somebody packed him a lunch and everything.
I don't know. That's one. I don't know how you're able to let somebody through the middle that easy on an extra point. That's supposed to be the hardest part to block one.
Right. All right. So 2:34 to go in this one. Your Hornets lead at 26-14. And now the defense just needs to come out and make a big stop.
Let's see if I can't tell where he came from. Just real quick.
That's fine. I'm updating X over here, so we're good.
Guess it's about time in the lifespan of X for us to just start calling it X. And because, for the longest it's always X, I guess Twitter, whatever we call it now, I guess it's been X long enough at this point.
I guess.
Call it X.
It just sounds so weird when you say it.
No,
it's
it
like
doesn't.
it's no.
It
And like
sound right.
You don't retweet anything, you repost things now. Like I can't re-X something? Like I don't know.
Yeah. Changing the name, it did affect all of the verbiage that went with what was then Twitter.
Yeah.
Because it all was based around the Twitter name. Come on, Elon.
Yeah, and I spend way too much time on social media, especially doing this, so it's been an adjustment for me. So Forrest to kick this one off. It's a pretty good kick inside the 20, returnable at the 18-yard line by Tate. Tate going to try to go to the left side. And Hilliard's there, along with now Jonathan Williams, and Tate just keeps dragging folks out across the 40 to the 41. So Morrilton, a lot of work to do here with 2:25 left in the game. They got 2 timeouts to do it.
Yeah, he was carrying dudes on that one. And going back to kicking that extra point, I'm trying to figure out why we tried to kick the extra point.
That's a good question. I probably just would have went for 2 there, my son. I'm with you.
Because, I don't know. You got to
That'd be a question for Mob. That's why we just need to bring back the coaches show. Barry looking right. He wants McNabb. McNabb makes the catch. And he'll be pushed out of bounds after enough for an Acre Pharmacy first down, I believe. He's got the 49, which is exactly what they needed. And let's see, once they set it, and it is enough. Acre Pharmacy first down there. Of course, reminder, our last touchdown brought to you again by American Pie Pizza. Go see our friends at 9709 Maumelle Boulevard. Get you a Pizookie. Now throw into the left side. That one's caught. And going to be knocked out of bounds at the 41-yard line. As, speaking of Pizookies, the Pizookies are going to be flying real soon for your Hornets. Basketball season coming in a hurry. And got some big-time news today as I saw our guy Jacob Lanier, guard for the Hornet basketball team, and sophomore. Rankings came out on ESPN. He's the number 25 ranked sophomore in the country. That's the entire country, not the state, the entire country.
It's not too bad.
And here comes the pressure. I think that's BJ Beats.
It's big BJ.
Good to see Beats in there making big plays. And we were down there chit-chatting, and I'm going to time out here by Morrilton, but we were down there talking in pregame. He, I don't know if you saw my idiotic attempt at the one-chip challenge a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, I did.
But, he was asking me about it, and he said, is it really that bad? And I said, I'll tell you. The eating part sucked, but that only hurt for a few minutes. It was the in-between part when it felt like somebody was pouring alcohol, like rubbing alcohol into my insides. That was the worst part of the whole thing. So BJ said he don't think he's strong enough to handle the one-chip challenge. I think is what he told me down there. So
no, I'm not doing it. I'll say it. I'm not dumb enough to do that.
I'm not doing it again. I can promise you that. I'm gonna go back to Cole Asher's question. I'll make this a quick Razorback podcast for you. So I love Jacoby Criswell. I think Criswell's got a bright future. I do personally believe that Criswell is a better thrower than KJ. I think he's got more upside than KJ, especially if we start talking about the potential for the next level. I also think he fits Dan Enos' system a lot better. As far as this season goes, look, there may be some Maumelle fans and Mama Chamberlain, don't get mad at me when I say this, but our offensive line is not very good this year. Yeah. And they've got some work to do. It's going to be a struggle, and so I don't know that it matters who's at quarterback. Right now, Barry's at quarterback for Morrilton. They're trying to get within a score. He has McNabb out there. Instead, underthrows it, and Cato kind of stuck an arm out there. No flags on the play.
Yeah, he got turned around. It's tough to get a flag whenever he turns around looking for the ball, which is what he's supposed to do.
Yeah. So 3rd down and 10, 2 minutes to go.
But I'll piggyback off of it. I think you can't do anything if the offensive line's not effective. And for the SEC, they're not to the point to where they can be effective offensively yet, unfortunately.
Now looking to throw again is Barry. That ball's tipped. Let's see how they rule this. The offensive lineman picked it up.
Heads up. If they did rule it a fumble, that was a good heads-up play by him. It landed right there in front of him.
That's what they are going to call. They're going to say it was a fumble. It'll be a 2-yard gain on the play, so now they've backed it back. I think they called it incomplete pass. Because now they've got it spotted 4th and 10. So this is the ball game. Morrilton needs a first down. The Hornets are going to give them half of it right here. Another offsides penalty. The Hornets, John, that was a 51. It was Zaylen Pruitt. Got an early start and an early trip to the sidelines as he'll be replaced by Caden Sherman.
That was you had your ears pinned back. You were ready for another sack, and you just couldn't hold it in on that one.
All right, so 151. Hornets try to get this stop defensively. Barry throw it over the middle. It's caught. They got the first down. He breaks the tackle on a tough tackle at that down at the 22.
Yep.
And boy, that was a tough tackle. I got to hope he's okay.
There's something on his left leg that is not good right now.
My goodness, that was, man, you hate to see that. That is, he is.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty. And not that there's any malice in the hit, but the way he took the hit just didn't look good for his left leg.
Yeah, no, just a tough spot. Is that 23?
Is it 23 or 22? don't really see a 22 on the roster.
Yeah, I think that's 23.
A.J. Jones, sophomore.
Boy, let's hope he's able to get up and walk off under his own power. That was a pretty brutal-looking hit. So
Yeah, you hope so, but it doesn't look like.
Yeah, like gotta love Coach Moppin. I think everybody kind of saw how significant that injury looked. Coach Moppin was over there to check on him. And you just hope that's one of those situations where it's that deep, deep thigh bruise and nothing structurally wrong. But remember last week we saw Quentin go down in that awkward.
He's gonna stand up.
They're gonna have to help him, but man.
I'll say this: there's not an air cast. Okay, they got those air casts that if there was a break, they probably would put that on. So he's walking on it at least. So
A.J. Jones is a 5'7" sophomore. He'll be helped off the field by the coaches. Do like to see he is trying to put at least a little bit of pressure, a little bit of weight on that right legs or left leg. So let's hope that Jones is okay. But result of the play was an Acre Pharmacy first down, and life still there for the Devil Dogs. Hornets showing pressure. They're going to bring it as Barry drops. Got to step up. Throws it up over the middle, and that one falls to the turf, this time incomplete.
Second play in a row, the ball went right over Bubba's hands. He almost got a hand on that fourth down pass that they got for the first down. The back got a hand on that one, too.
It was Hilliard in on the defense on that one, so good job there by Karsten. So 1:37 left in the ball game.
Obviously, these are huge plays right here in finishing up the game, because even if they score, they'll have to get the onside kick.
Now Barry throwing to his right. A lot of contact. That ball was well overthrown as he's looking for McNabb. And bring up second down.
Yeah, I mean, he threw.
Or third down, sorry.
Again, really good by Cato there. He's all over him, right? But he's not doing anything against the rules. And then they throw it over his head, and he tries to redirect. Cato's in the way, but Cato has just as much right to that spot on the field as anybody else does.
$15 to get the snap. They bring a motion man into the slot. Barry looking right, throwing, wants McNabb over to it. Oh! Oh, Cato.
He caught it 3 times.
You're going to do some push-ups.
There you go, yep. Uh-huh. You got to.
Yeah, Cato. Oh, man, that's a tough break there. And, yes, Cato, when I see you again, I'm going to give you a hard time over dropping that one.
Anyways, coach is like, look, man, you dropped it, but guess what? You got to cover him again, so go finish the play. Go finish the game. 4th down again.
So 4th and 10. They're bringing the pressure right up the middle. Throws it up over the middle. Nobody home as that one falls to the turf incomplete. And the Hornets will take over on downs with 1:27 left in the ballgame.
There was some confusion on that route combination there. I don't know if it came from quarterback not throwing it where we're supposed to be or the receivers not being on the same page there, but there was something wrong with that one because it just fell harmlessly to the ground. Nobody really had a chance.
Yeah, obviously pressure had a little something to do with that as they were coming right at his face, but you're right. Somebody wasn't on the same page. So Hornets will take over. 3 timeouts. We'll see, just 1 timeout for Morrilton. So the Hornets really just got to snap it a couple times here, and this one's all said and done. Give it away to Worsham. Worsham spins in the hole, falls down as he falls forward across the 25 to the 27-yard line. Morrilton is not going to call a timeout. So
you run that first play to see if they are going to, and now that they didn't, you can really take the knee the rest of the game.
Let's say this is it. Take that victory formation and enjoy it. We'll see if they do.
Looks like we might run it again, but really you're at the spot where you can just take knees. Oh, gosh. See, that's why. Ask Georgia or ask Miami.
You took the words right out of my.
You do.
Mm-hmm. 47 seconds. The clock has stopped.
Maybe Morrilton did call one now. They're like, well, if you're going to
hand it off and fumble it, we'll call timeout and let you keep doing it.
Now they've got the minute timer, like we're timing timeouts now.
Have we done? I don't know that I've ever seen us do that. That's new.
See it in basketball.
Yeah, you beat me to it because maybe Shook. It's shooking them on the scoreboard down there tonight, and they're the ones controlling that. Do what?
They are.
Hey, there you go. There's your reasoning why. They're trying to give us some peaks towards basketball season. Hey, let's not get it there too fast. We were talking about that. I'm supposed to be in Colorado the week of Thanksgiving. I wouldn't mind having to be back here for a semifinal matchup on Black Friday. Oh, I said that just in time. My wife.
You were just 5 seconds in time. Like if you waited just a little bit longer, you'd have been in trouble.
Yeah. That was great timing.
It's fine. She'll go back and watch it.
Yeah. Hey, I got my brownie points last week.
And they buzzed it too.
All right, so Bjork, take a knee.
You got to waste 7 seconds at this now that they took the time.
Oh, you're right. Bjork, we're going to throw it. Throw in deep. Throw it for Cato. And oh, man, he put too much under it. But now you leave 42 seconds on the clock. And I don't know about that play call.
Look, it's 2-possession game. So that's the reason that it's not as big a deal. But you can at least, you snap it, run around for a few seconds, take a knee. You're punting it with 4 seconds left on the clock, where that's the last play no matter what.
I've got my X post all ready to go and everything. Come on now. Hornets again late getting somebody on the field. Let's see if they're able to. A couple guys, Worsham runs on late, and I think they're going to end up having to take a delay of game here.
Yep.
They're going to give them the snap and kick. Timmons' kick is not a particularly good one. Hits at the 49. Takes a Hornet bounces off of a Hornet at the 48. It's still rolling. They're trying to let the time run.
You don't even touch it at all. Even if it's going backwards at this point, just let it go. Because at some point the refs will blow the whistle when the ball finally stops. But if you grab it while it's still rolling, you gave them an extra second or two. Which, again, it's a 2-possession game, 30 seconds left. That's not as big a deal. But you never know when you're going to be in this situation when it's a 1-possession game, and you want to make sure you know what to do and that you've done it right.
Mm-hmm. That's a great point. And yeah, I would have definitely, especially after that first run when they didn't call timeout. Let's just take a knee, get this thing over with. But like we said, Miami learned that the hard way last weekend.
And you hope they learned it if you're a Miami fan.
Yeah. Take your motion, man. Barry's going to throw it over there, and that ball's dropped. Dropped by the Devil Dogs, and so 2nd and 10.
That was 2 Chisholm. We know Chisholm has some speed. He's the guy that ran down Worsham early in the first half, but he tried to run a little bit too quick that time.
He had blockers over there too. They had set Tate up. Now Chisholm's going to come off the field after dropping that, and they're going to just go deep on this one. Throw it out. Little out route caught. Ooh, got him inside. You got to go out instead. 20 seconds. Clock's going to continue to run as they didn't get the first down, and no timeouts for Morrilton. So
they're going to try and run another one. They're just getting reps in at this point. Just getting reps in, trying to make something, find some positives.
Well, even though you're going to lose, great opportunity to kind of get some of your 2-minute offense going. Ooh, that throw wide of its target, incomplete. We're going to get one more play here. It'll be a 4th down and 1 with 5 seconds left.
That one looked a little weird. Offensive line, a couple of them didn't really touch it. I don't know. That was a little confusion there on both sides, really, with that snap. I think a few of them thought they were just going to take it and that was going to be it. Now they ran Sublet on to see rushing the passer. I thought they did. Where'd he go?
They're coming, looking to throw over the right side. Good hit by Hilliard. And there's still 1 second on the clock.
that's on the play clock operator.
Shook.
That is 100% on you. You didn't have to stop that right there.
Let that clock keep running.
Nobody would have said anything if that clock's still running right there.
Maupin's going to have to send the offense out one more time, and maybe now they'll go into the victory formation and take that knee.
And look, you can take, some people say they don't like because you go under center. You can take a knee from shotgun. You don't have to go under center if that's not what you normally do. Yeah, you're going to have -5 yards, but, who really cares at the end of the day whenever you won the game?
I mean, we saw it. We saw it last week when Quentin did it in set down.
Yep.
And they are going to get into the victory formation here.
You don't got to wait. It's only a second. You can snap it whenever you want.
They do snap it. Bjork takes a knee, and that's going to do it. So your Hornets come out victorious in this one as the Maumelle Hornets defeat the Morrilton Devil Dogs. Your final 26-14. And the Hornets improve to 2-3 in conference play, 4-3 overall on the season. Huge victory here for the Hornets if they're going to have any hopes of chasing down that number 4 seed. So congratulations to Coach Moppin and the Maumelle Hornets on getting the victory. We'll be back here in just a minute with our postgame here on the Maumelle Sports Network. And we are back, and I think I got a pretty good feel. I feel like Jaden Worsham's probably our player of the game. We had some guys defensively that did some things. Hilliard had a good game on the defensive side. He really had a good game on both sides of the ball. But I don't have the stats in front of me yet, but I'm pretty sure Jaden Worsham cleared the 200-yard mark. So I feel pretty good about Jaden Worsham being our Maumelle Sports Network player of the game.
Yep, that's an easy one. And you said defensively you had a lot of guys that played well. You really can't key one guy out, right? Because they all had really good games. They all had some stats. They filled up the stat sheet defensively, so it's hard to pick just one, especially without seeing the stats yet. But, yeah, Worsham, I think that's an easy pick. Overall, I mean, somebody had to put points on the board, and he was a big part of it, especially to start that second half too.
So I'm sitting here trying to scroll through to find some of these scores. I know you said Pine Bluff got the victory. I'm going to scroll way down here. Valonia knocks off Watson Chapel, so Valonia picks up their first conference victory of the year, 49-12. Pine Bluff knocks off Whitehall, 20-14. So a big win, really in the grand scheme of things. It's a huge win for Maumelle that Pine Bluff picks up that win because we needed a loss by Whitehall. If you look at the current standings right now, Robinson is going to survive at BB in a game that was way closer than most expected, but they're going to move to 5-0 in conference play. Pine Bluff will improve to 6-1 in conference play. Mills had the night off. They'll face Robinson next week, and it'll be a short-handed matchup for Mills. Morrilton falls to 4-2 in conference play. Whitehall falls to 2-4 in conference play, and the Hornets improve to 2-3 in conference play. So with this victory, the Hornets jump to the number 5 seed in the 5A Central. They're only looking up at the Morrilton Devil Dogs, the team they just beat. So this is a huge win in the scheme of the season and how things are going to go, and any chances at postseason play with 3 games left, 2 of them right here at Hornets Stadium. We'll be on the road at Watson Chapel next week. And it's going to be a fun finish to the season, Tyler.
Yeah, and like we said pregame, it was a big win, and then Whitehall losing to Pine Bluff is also big because Morrilton has beat them, so that's you add another loss to it. So that's big, and it's going to get real blurry the rest of this year on how that's going to shake out, especially on that 3 seed. It's kind of looking like you'll have Robinson Mills, Pine Bluff 1 through 3. Now how it shakes out, we don't know. But that 4 seed again, that's where it's really going to be. So Pine Bluff getting that win with already having Whitehall having another loss. It's a big one for us trying to get in that 4 seed.
Yeah, and I mean, you look back at this game, it was not pretty. Obviously, offensively, we didn't play well. Really, really slow start. Maupin will have that corrected. They'll have a lot of conversations about that over the week. But you got to give them credit, obviously, to be able to play as poorly as we did offensively. The defense really came out and stepped up, played really good against this Morrilton offense, and the Hornets survive in a lot of ways in this ball game. But this is one of those games as you start to prepare to go through the final part of the season. You want to get this out of your system. You just come off of 2 really tough ball games against really a 3-game stretch that was really tough. You played the top 3 teams in the conference. Pine Bluff, a game that really could have got away from you. The guys really played well to keep that game from getting away from them. End up losing 41-25, but you basically survived 7 turnovers in that game and had some things to clean up. Then you get the huge win right here at Hornet Stadium over Mills, and then last week head to Robinson and drop a heartbreaker late. So, obviously a lot of emotions were exerted over that 3-week stretch. Then you come into this ball game against Morrilton, and in a lot of ways, this is a game where you could look at it and have a little bit of a letdown. And I think offensively they may have done it, but the defense stepped up and played really well to carry this Hornet team to a 26-14 victory.
Yeah, and then even the margin of victory, right, is good for tiebreaker points too. It's all because I think that's what it's probably going to come down to. It's tiebreaker points. So who's got the best? Who's got the most points in terms of that? So being able to win by more than because Morrilton only beat Whitehall by 3.
That's right.
So right now, you're up on Morrilton in the tiebreaker just based off that. We'll see once everything else comes out.
Yeah, we'll see how it all plays itself out. All right, well, that's going to do it for us here from Hornets Stadium. I want to say a huge thanks to our crew, Christian Webb on our main cam, Corey Williams on our drone, my wife, Kristen Henson, down there on your field cam, on the fly cam as it goes up and down the field. And, of course, Kayla Fletcher, our great producer and engineer, as my buddy Trip Keeter likes to say. And, of course, Tyler Chenault, and I'm Steve Henson. That'll do it for us here.